Lovely day, lovely evening here in Calgary as we continue on with the Tim Hortons Brier. Northern Ontario are your Canadian men's curling champions. It has been a while, 8 years to be exact. Brad Jacobs believes 8 is enough, and it's time for another title. The boys from the Sioux have come close, adding to their tally on so many occasions, and with that window closing, Northern Ontario wants the top step here in Calgary. Mike McEwen thought his team made a step forward in Kingston, but they got off to a shaky start this morning, losing their opening match and look to rebound tonight. McEwen, Northern Ontario, as the Tim Hortons Brier continues. We are at Canada Olympic Park, just west of the downtown, and our home, of course, Winsport Arena. Let's get you caught up in what happened this afternoon. All the games from Pool B. Wild card number 2, Kevin Cooey got 1 in 10, and that just put him in front of Newfoundland and Labrador. Quebec, Canada, Brad Gouju, 3 and 9. That was the difference. Saskatchewan led it 3-1 after 6, but then Ontario stole the last 3 points to win. And a steal of 4 and 5, and Nova Scotia got their blue nose in front of PEI. So as we check the standings, you can see on the right side, Pool B, Gouju Cooey top of the table. Pool A about to play their second games. Remember, the top 4 after round robin will advance, and you take your record with you. And on this Saturday night, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier. Cheryl Russell alongside. Feature game tonight is wildcard team number 1. That's Mike McEwen against Northern Ontario. And McEwen on the ice, first time this morning, loses to New Brunswick and really did look out of place.
He really did, and it's normally New Brunswick looks out of place game 1 because they're not used to the big curl, but it was McEwen that looked out of place because he was so aggressive. Grattan made a lot of good shots at the right time, and Mike had to play a bunch of hero shots. He cannot do that tonight.
We know Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs are an intense team. You can just see him looking through his eyelids sometimes. But is intensity enough to win this?
I think so. I mean, they have to be intense. They've made an agreement to leave it all out there every game, and it's like a thermostat, and they have a temperature, and that's optimal for them. The bigger part of this team and their success is how the first half goes. So immerse themselves in the ice reading and the execution, and then apply all the pressure in the back half.
So that is our featured game. When we do come back, it is McEwen wildcard against Northern Ontario Jacobs from here at the Tim Hortons Brier.
Obviously always a tough opponent and certainly not to be taken lightly. They have every shot in the bag. It should be a really great battle. Hopefully we can just bring that intensity that we need to and be ready when we hit the ice.
They're freaking good.
Angle it back, gonna get it, bang! Oh, and away it goes!
Brad in particular is one of the best shooters in the game. I'm not fearful, I'd like to bring a really good performance and see if it holds up.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by Home Hardware, Here's How, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
So as you look across the 4 sheets of play here at Winsport Arena, Canada Olympic Park, time to meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. They are a wildcard team, seeded number 1 among the wildcard teams from the West St. Paul Curling Club, West St. Paul, Manitoba. Mike McEwen along with Colin Hodgson, Derek Samagalski, and Reed Carruthers. The Northern Ontario champions hail from the Community First Curling Centre in Sault Ste. Marie. Brad Jacobs with the Brush brothers, Ryan and EJ, and Mark Kennedy at third. Wild card has the red stones, Northern Ontario yellow, and you can see that Northern Ontario has won the draw to the button, so they will have Last Rock playing those yellow stones as Mike McEwen makes his way out for his lead, Colin Hodgson.
4 rocks on the button, 2 each by each team. 1 hammer for Northern Ontario by a bit. That could make a big difference. These 2 teams are so close.
Well, and I think if they have that comfort already with the ice from that last stone draw, they'll start with aggressive play, try to get some guards in play.
Probably gonna glide for a little.
Well, wouldn't you, if you are the, if you are Northern Ontario and Jacobs scouting, wouldn't you look at their game earlier today and go, you never know, boys. They just may still be a little shaky. Why don't we go after them?
Yeah, you know, Brad, I had some conversations with him, and I think they really try to go away from playing any different against any team. They really stick to their game plan. I mean, you look at this shot right here. This is what Ryan does well, the tick shot.
Talked to Brad in the summer, and he said they're going to play more tick shots, which they already played more than anybody, and they play it with more rotation. Watch this rock. So when this yellow one makes contact, it kind of explodes off with this soft weight. They get all kinds of roll.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we'll start with Wildcard and McEwen.
Well, read well for Mike McEwen. Read the sheet, number 1, but Reed Crothers himself is the key to this game because he's up against the other third, a 94% Mark Kennedy, and an open Mike. It was way too claustrophobic. We checked on it earlier against New Brunswick. Give the skipper some room.
Wow. Oh, my. Just, those are really good.
Sharp.
Yeah, very
Mid-season.
good. Yeah, mid-season on second day. Really good.
Just get her deep.
All right, keys to the game now for Northern Ontario. You got to bring it.
I'm bringing it. We just saw the tick advantage. Ryan Harnden, I mean, they compared him to Lisa Weigel last year, and it is a weapon because he can open it up as an offensive or a defensive shot. And then stay in your lane. We talked about this Jacobs team. They try to really stick to what they do, their game plan, and ignore who they're playing. That's not in their DNA, and just stick in their lane.
Wait's good.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue, an obvious choice for Western Canadians for over 95 years.
Yep. Hard. Roll.
Oh, look at this roll. Oh, and it just starts to peak as it hangs onto the edge of the 8.
Just 2 pistols.
Shot, Ryan. Thanks. Be okay out here.
It's nice when you can help yourself. You throw the tick, you roll to a corner, and then you roll behind your own corner.
Well, they mopped, so it shouldn't be that bad.
So nice.
Solid bump.
Well, it scares your opponent a little bit, too, because Team McEwen makes 2 perfect shots. Now they're in trouble.
Whoa. Hot. Go. Curl. Dig, buddy. You got to dig. Come on. Dig. Go.
It's close.
Keep going, get it open.
A little too much ice. Good throw.
Like that's a little straighter on that side if we have to throw anything.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Going around that middle.
And it's funny that it's a totally new ice surface, but that same shot last week, sheet A out wide, did the same thing.
Turn? I know it's hard, but it's a great result.
If EJ likes it.
Yeah, that's whatever. It's up to you, buddy.
Try that.
I think the speed will be fine.
I think that's really important, and we've seen it a couple times if the thrower likes it, because it is early season, and you kind of look down the sheet and say, do you feel this? Because the most important person is the thrower, and if the shot's made.
Especially this year. Mm-hmm. Maybe mid-season it's like he doesn't care, but he needs the input here, EJ, and I think he felt fine with it.
This has to come down, guys.
Go ahead.
It's got to dig in a little bit out this wide.
Line's good, Mark.
Come on.
Go, Mark.
Hard!
Come on, Mark. Hard, Mark. Head down, go. Hard.
Look at Mark Kennedy. Closes the stone. Big carry here. Oh, can they know?
Perfect line. Good try, Age.
It was perfect line.
Not all for naught, though. Both those rocks are usable.
Okay.
Can't hear anything, Reed. Clean.
Yep. Hard.
Really good situation for Northern Ontario. This rock's not going to hurt them no matter how well it's made.
Yep. I don't want to roll behind. Yep. Okay, good. Throw.
Shot.
And they sit right there.
Wait.
Shot, bro.
So much room. I like control. wait. Clean.
Wait, good.
Clean. Yep.
EJ and his brother Ryan in the 12th Brier appearance. Mark Kennedy, this is Brier number 10 for him.
Yep. Keep going. Roll it, roll it, roll it.
He was hoping to get it
That's
underneath.
fine,
Bump. Yeah. Speed's good here, Reed. Bump. Yeah.
Pete Crothers throwing the third stones as we say hello to Kathy Gauthier. Whenever you looked over at that game today, wildcard McEwen against New Brunswick, they just looked like they were in trouble.
Well, and they were in trouble, Vic. You know, Reed Carruthers said before the game that the goal of this team in a practice is to put the broom down and have all 4 players have the same result. And that did not happen this morning. In fact, he said there wasn't one end in which that they made 8 shots together. It got to the point that Mike didn't know whether to put the broom in the spot where the player had just last thrown or where the right spot was. They've had a talk about it in between. He feels they will be better, but this is one of those things when the team hasn't been able to practice together, not throwing it together is showing up.
Yeah, like many teams, their season ended in November. Now they were McEwen, Carruthers, and Samagalski were able to practice for a couple of weeks, but they haven't seen Colin Hodgson for a long time. He lives on the Lake of the Woods area of northwestern Ontario. So, as Carruthers said, I waved to him as we passed each other in our trucks on the way here.
Just got to miss the red and you're okay.
Yeah. Right. So just a little more weight, right?
Sure. Yeah. Just a sliver more, yeah.
Okay.
Mark Kennedy tried to get the roll right behind those 2 almost staggered corners. Left a little bit showing for Reed.
Small port, though, isn't it, with that long center?
Hard! Go, bud. Hard! Really got to go, Hammer.
Hodgson has picked him up.
Oh,
and a good pickup it was. Boy, last week we saw so many of those stones just lost because the brushers weren't there in time.
Especially that shot inside out off the line.
Well, that was all about the right weight. You underthrow that a little bit and you are on that top.
This is not a big hole, is it? I think you can get through there with Hawk. Wait. Yeah, sure. Hawk. Sure. Keep it on the solid side of Hawk. Okay.
This is where you've got to be so confident in what Mark's going to throw. What's solid side of Hack mean? That's a little more than Hack, but how much more? If it's 10 feet more or 20 feet more, it makes a heck of a difference going through this small port.
Wait, Hawk, please.
And by comparison, of course, he lives in Alberta, in Edmonton, as Mark Kennedy. The rest, the team are in Sault Ste. Marie. The Sault Ste. Marie clubs were open a little bit more than some places. But then he's gotten into the Saville Center, which opened, so he's had his fair share of throws in practice.
Yeah, I mean, Brad talked about last year how valuable it was at the Brier, even though, you know, it didn't turn out how they wanted, but they had a 1-3 start there as a new team with Mark Kennedy on it, and they had to battle through that entire event. They had to play 2 tiebreakers to get into the playoffs, and without a season this year, pretty good for this entire team to have gone through that experience.
That was that was just perfect weight.
Yeah.
Wait.
Exactly.
Wait, how critical the weight is on every throw.
Great start by Kennedy, as usual. 2 good ones. Now this is polished up a little bit. This is Mike's out turn following an in turn. Could easily crash on the center guard here.
Clean. Little solid.
Clean.
Heavy up. Heavy up.
7 and 5. They were in
Phone steep,
Kingston.
Phone steep. Yep, that's good. Keep going.
And through again.
Roll, other way.
And now rolling it away from those
That's
corners.
good.
And
Nice.
sitting center line. Back 8 foot.
Oh, hey, heavy hack. It was bump. Yeah, almost bump. Yeah, nice shot, man.
Nice throw. Good speed.
It would be considered buried.
Thinking there with hack. Okay. You know what? It'll be solid hack. Okay. Wait, hack. Maybe just a hair solid, but not much.
What's the play here, Cheryl?
Yeah.
Just hack, wait, try and get to that stone. I mean, I think you wouldn't mind rolling away now. You get right to the nose of that, and now there might be a chance for McEwen to freeze. So roll away. A blank's not horrible this end.
Okay, I'm going to propose something here. You've got Northern Ontario with last rock, Russ. They have the 2 staggers there. They could be shot rocked by going behind those and ignoring, or is it too deep?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, except with draw weight, I don't think there's support.
Okay.
You can make it like Mark just did with a hack or board weight, but it would just be too tough.
Okay.
Hard EJ! Hard EJ! Hard EJ!
Trying to hold this.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, good sweep, good sweep.
It didn't seem like enough weight.
No. Fresh path, maybe. We watched them throw a few down the middle, and we thought that's why in practice, that's why they're breaking it down, but that went.
But this forces him to drop. Yeah, I like that. All good.
Just need to get out to you on the kick.
Just so he can't come to that.
No, so he's saying really more line. Just didn't get full out to the broom.
Should be in, like this is going to travel down worked in stuff.
Yeah, 14-3.
This should travel in good stuff.
Yeah. Ideally, like biting 4 or?
Yep.
Okay, biting 4 hammer.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to bite 4 kind of edge on edge on that guard.
Yeah, anywhere over there, he's drawing anyway, so.
Yeah.
All right.
So, full pop, like.
Not quite full pop.
It is in a worked in track, just so
I think it's just about 4 feet slower than draw the button.
Okay.
Got a little light.
A bit early.
Lines. Take a look.
Mine's a hair tight.
Mine's a hair tight, not bad.
Weight's
Mine's
good.
okay. A little hot.
Okay. Is it? I got light.
Ideally right here, always calling.
Right to his broom.
Yep.
So always calling Hodgson next to the stone. It's his responsibility.
A couple inches of the fork.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Okay,
Good spot, boys.
Shot.
Kind of came off like halfway guard.
Pretty nice. You can't hit it and be shot rock without rolling, so they'll probably draw.
If you feel like nosing it, you
Well, we can.
definitely nose it if you want.
There's no room for error on the nose hit, though, right?
Right. We have to go like edge of rings though, and it might be a little sticky. So
You're right.
Just hit it right on the nose, I think.
Board.
Okay.
Interesting. You'd think they don't draw weight, but Mark's saying you've got to go so wide that they don't know the speed.
Board.
Okay.
And you heard the skipper say no room for error. You roll an inch or two either direction, it's a steal.
I think McEwen's team was trying to get theirs just a little bit more into the 4-foot because then you nose this and you're not shot.
It was an 11-3 win over Yukon this morning in Game 1 for Northern Ontario.
Hard East. Come on, EJ,
EJ Harden closes to the stone. Brother Ryan out in front. Cannot roll. Bang it right there, and that's good enough. Northern Ontario forced to a single in the first.
It's really good, Mark.
The stone of Northern Ontario lead Ryan Harnden, his second, here in the second, as we welcome you back on this Saturday night. Day 2, our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier here at Winsport Arena. Wild card number 1, Mike McEwen, coming off that loss to New Brunswick earlier today while Northern Ontario beat Yukon. So it is McEwen that does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Red Stones. This is Colin Hodgson.
Yep. Hard. Still got it. Yep. Hard. Right up. Hard. Weight's getting close now. Go hard. Hard.
Curl.
Go.
Curl. See, Brown.
Out of his hand, I thought we were like barely back 12. Good sweep, Reed. Thanks.
Good. Right in the hole is good.
That's the one thing I've really noticed, probably the Brier last year and any of the games we've seen in the Scotties and the Brier here is the weight adjustment. It seems like teams keep bringing that hit weight down and down. It's, a back line, they're using a back line, a hack weight, and then they get more out of the shot with their brushers.
Well, the guard's not as quite a big a factor if you can bring it down. With today's brushing and knowing that if you throw it soft enough, you can carve it a bit. That's the right play. Now Mark will go now and try to get that little extra half an inch.
Look at that weight.
And almost gets to the nose. 4 games on the ice on this Saturday night, all of them from Group and Pool A. We're playing on Sheet A. It's Dustin Mickelson, Whitehorse, against Jason Gunlickson for Manitoba. It's Glenn Skogie from Yellowknife against Brendan Botcher trying to rebound. And James Grattan trying to pick up a second straight win against BC. Steve Laycock out of Vernon and Kamloops making their debut. They were off this morning. 9 teams in each pool, but only 4 play in each draw.
Very nice.
Or 8 teams play on the 4 sheets of ice, pardon me. So the team that's idle tonight is Ontario. Glenn Howard, Wayne Madaw, coming off that win over the Territories today, 9-5.
Like this. Okay. Control 2/3.
I can be back on this, eh? Yep. Yeah, just get the weight right.
Control?
Yeah, control.
Yeah.
Our first update, Kathy, is the Territories and Skogie against Brendan Botcher trying to rebound after losing 5-4 to Manitoba.
Well, he's got a great opportunity here in the first end with just a little bit of execution challenges for the team from the north. This is a draw to the paint for 3.
You got backing too.
Out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. This team has lost the last 3 straight Brier finals.
14-3.
There it is, 3 on the board.
Background in there pretty good.
14-3.
You'd have to think if they get to another Brier final, that will be one painful game until it's over.
Yeah, no kidding.
To get through it.
Depends how you look at it, isn't it? You know, 3 silver medals at the Canadian Championship. That's a career for almost everybody.
Beauty.
It just doesn't feel that way, does it, when you lose 3 in a row?
I think they've really walked away with good things from those games. I just think to get to that 4th one and be thinking, I don't want to drop a 4th one, it would be hard. Really nice roll here. They wanted to use that corner so bad. Finally, the weight, the roll.
Let them know the weight, guys. Yeah.
Should be able to hold it out here, even though it's a little crispy.
Clean.
Easy.
Clean.
Close.
Clean up.
Kennedy.
Hard.
As we throw the third stones.
Really gotta go. Hard. Right up, hard. Right up. Right up. Good. Great sweep.
Great brushing.
Good sweep.
Mentioned that Mark lives in Edmonton area in St. Albert, and it's been an interesting year for him because with the schools closed, he's been homeschooling his 2 daughters. And this was when he was leaving. And this is his youngest. This is Brecken. Didn't want Daddy to go. And Brecken is 9. Daughter Aubrey is 12. But he's been homeschooling and wanted to say hello to them and to wife Nicole. And apparently they're doing very well. He said your algebra, and his algebra has gotten better too. But every day they go online with their teachers, but then he's there and Nicole are there to help them and discipline them every day to make sure that they do all their work.
Line is, we're heavy. It's not bad. It's coming down. Line's good now.
We're there. We're top 4, top T. I don't think so. Okay, weight's pretty good.
It's coming in sideways now.
What do you want?
Easy,
Do we need
straight.
We're there.
Right here, right to my broom.
It's there.
Yep.
It's there already.
It's coming out. It's coming out. Good judge. Good.
Same characteristic we've seen all so far since it started through the Scotties. That late finish.
Over to the other side of the wind sport, and this is New Brunswick against BC, and of course here he is, James Grattan and his team from the Gage Golf and Country Club in Oromocto.
Well, he is facing 2 this end. Jim Cotter went around on his final stone. It is back 4, and so needs to be better in order to score.
No backing.
14th Brier appearance for James Grattan. who has a fill-in third, Jonathan Buke,
Good judge.
out of Ontario, as John Dobson couldn't commit to the time, and the first of all here, the quarantining here, and then the quarantining that you have to do when you go back home.
Just less, yes.
Line is better.
Kill the line, just move it quick.
Line's good. Should be close.
Line's good.
Top 8.
Line's good.
Easy
Well, after a
line.
blank in the first, what do we got going here? It looks like Manitoba and Gunlickson with last.
Well, they're lying too. Jason's first stone is the second shot stone, so he has thrown a draw in this path. A little bit of a bounce off for the team from the north means that this is a draw for 3.
Hard line.
And Manitoba champions are from the Morris Curling Club, Morris South of Winnipeg, against Yukon and Dustin Mickelson from Whitehorse.
Can't go in. You can't score there.
And did not get there. 1-2 it is.
Oh, I just had to throw it like 10 feet harder than the first one to have a chance. Like I was almost had to play a hit to the red with like back forward of my hand was the easiest way to make it.
Reed making that fantastic in-turn come around and forcing Brad to the run back.
Clean.
Brad Jacobs.
Whoa. Ryan.
What do you got? Oh, he's got it. And he'll leave the shooter right there and leave them sitting the one.
Yeah, you were right.
Just maybe something showing on that wide out turn side.
He doesn't make all of those, but he's so close every time.
Really good.
Yeah, fell back just.
It did. I was trying not to jump it.
I know we've told this story before, but Russ, you know that
Inside
they would
7-8.
try to run them in from the hog line.
Yeah, before the Worlds that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, he's shaping it different.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's getting a little more.
What did we say earlier, trying to relate it to the, you take a round stone, you hit it with another round stone, and the idea is to hit it squarely.
Yeah, good luck with
That's
that.
tricky.
That's the old baseball adage, of course, eh? Round bat, round ball.
Still a chance here for the skipper's deuce.
I think it's close.
Hey, line's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, line.
Whoa, line only.
Whoa, line's fine.
Easy.
Line is
good.
fine.
Line's good. Line's really good.
Looks light to me.
Fight the 4.
Line's good.
Line's really
Everyone
good.
else saying
Always
it
Derek.
looks a little light, so they started picking this up.
No. Get it deep.
It is.
Get it deeper. Get it deep.
Well, it's deep. Deeper, he can pick it out. Isn't it
Yeah,
pretty
you
good?
get it too much deeper, you can hit it.
Well, but he's thrown the run like 3 times.
No, if it goes another foot, it's wide open.
Yeah, they just the curl so
shot.
late.
That's perfect. Like, you couldn't walk that down any better.
How I throw it.
Just so much respect for Brad and his ability to run it back. You could just hear it in Mike's voice.
But to Vic's point,
No,
these aren't easy. I don't care who's throwing
like if
it.
he stuffs it, I've got an easy draw. Yeah. So versus if I'm
Yeah, I
deep
wouldn't
and
want
he
to bring
stuffs
them
it,
too much farther, be half open.
It's all good.
You said last time it tracked on them a little bit. It didn't quite bend all the way down. So sometimes you protect, you take a little less ice, and it does curl early.
Clean. Ryan.
Ryan.
Hard Ryan.
What do they got?
Sit,
Oh, they'll get it, and they'll spin it over, so it'll force them to the draw. Facing 2.
Pretty nice run back.
Right on. Nice, Cups. Nice.
Yeah. Carved it a little.
Got it to move, yeah. Great shot.
The idea with these inserts, if you can get it up to about a 9-second hog to hog or a little harder than that, it just doesn't curl at all.
Same throw, Mike.
So it takes the ice rating right out of it, and you're going to be close if you've got a delivery like Brad Jacobs.
What color are they?
With the blue ones?
Blue Hones.
Hones.
Blue
Yeah,
Hone, that's
sorry,
right.
yeah.
Oh, there's some happy people at home.
Every time he says Blue Hone, somebody wins a prize.
Derek,
I
easy,
swear.
buddy. No, it's not heavy. It's never heavy.
Draw against 2. Final
Gotta go.
stone here in 2.
Pretty good. I think just keep going.
Should be good by line.
Needs a little bite of the white.
Line says it's okay.
Needs the 8 foot.
Good. Thanks. I just didn't want to.
And
I've been
overcook
watching
it,
this
and that'll
blue
be
dot.
fine for the single.
Oh,
So
yeah. It's around that.
we trade singles through the first 2 on this Saturday night at the Brier. Saturday night, our first Saturday night at this year's Tim Hortons Brier, under the bubble in Calgary, and we're tied at 1 as we welcome you back. Going to the 3rd, and it is Northern Ontario that once again has last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstones. Colin Hodgson.
Weight's good. I still think you're heavy. We're tight.
You'd think with the Team Jacobs, they play the tick so often that they're a team that doesn't want to mix it up. But I think what they like about the tick is what I would like about it is that it lets you decide when you want to mix it up. So you make that decision. You can open it up and or you could go around, but it's kind of more in your control than the opposition's.
Good. Like that.
Good to be with 2 corners. Like I'm just gonna run a
Board.
little bit straight. You're gonna get a gradual curl on this spot. Get the weight right. You're good. We got good board. Good board.
Clean.
Little heavy.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Heavy.
EJ.
Get ready, EJ. Go ahead.
EJ.
Go ahead.
Whoa. Easy. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Hard. Hard. Little roll.
Nice, Pete. Really good.
Atta boy.
Perfect.
You heard Mark Kennedy, his last words to Ryan were get
You
the
won't get a
weight
lot of
right, and
curl
that's
there.
why you hang in the wings, and then
This side, you'd have to be a little
McEwen
more
has to
careful with
chase.
the carve.
No. You think it looks like it wants to go, but it really doesn't.
Well, look at this. Skogie from Territories has last rock here in 2. Botcher opened with a 3 spot.
And it is Botcher that does lie 2 in the 4-foot. He filled a hole on his final stone. So what there is for Greg is an angle double tap to the lid.
Look up. Whoa.
Skogie getting the spot as Jamie Cooey elected not to play, a 14-time
Good enough.
representative. And that is for a single.
Good.
Yeah, Jamie had been at 12 straight dating back to 09, and then that streak is now over.
It's incredible.
Weight's really good. Good weight. Clean. Board.
Talking about how straight it is here. You can, this team's so good they won't even jump it until they have to.
Hard, Mark. Whoa, 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 whoa. Drag,
And watch this roll.
Yep.
Over. Can they get it out of that hole? Yeah, a little bit. But it says something, doesn't it, Cheryl? Let's go back to the Scotties, and we saw so many stones lost because the brushing couldn't get there in time. Now, I understand it's the men's game versus the women's, and the brushing may be a little bit more intense. But to be able to do that just goes to show you, if you've got that brushing, you can save that stone.
Oh, you can, and change kind of the break point at the end. I think if you jump on them, it's magic with the line collars and the skip. If they can jump, get the brushers to jump on early, they change the break point. Just so many things with the brushing.
Come on, bud.
Through they
Good
go.
sweep, Hodge. Atta boy. Good sweep.
And then rolls it back the other way. Now it may have come out on the intern side a bit, but it's back of the tee line.
It's actually hard for some reason.
All these teams work so hard now. You know, I know Jacob's team, I know all these teams go and they work on the angle. Botcher's team is one of the teams that do that a lot. They'll go out and practice and they'll work on the brush angle and make sure it's optimal because they know that slight advantage could make the difference in making a shot.
Clean. Hack. Clean. Just good. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Little down. Whoa.
Weight's perfect.
Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Hard. Gotta go, Mark. Hard, Mark.
Kennedy.
Right to it, Mark.
Can you save this?
Right to it, Mark.
Oh, we did.
I got the red. Okay, good.
And right down to it. And then Ryan will take the stone through. It was one of the things that Kennedy said that, you know, that we've heard from other players as well.
Nice weight again.
You can prepare and you can do all the video calls you want, but physically to do that kind of brushing, there's no preparation.
We saw Kirk Myers today, and you could just see it's like the beginning of the season, and you go home at night and you're sore, and it's a big adjustment, and it's just super hard to replicate without being on the ice playing 60 games by now.
Yeah, Kirk Myers, of course, throwing the second stones for Matt Dunstone out of Saskatchewan, former skip as well, so he wasn't and isn't used to brushing as much, or ever.
You heard me, eh?
I think that was to the hack.
No. Well, like
And rubs and rolls and spins away.
I don't think that's even killing it, guys.
Just a fraction.
That's just light.
You
That's right. I
counted that to hit that, right?
Well, we ticked it. The rock went to the hack.
Are we shot?
Yeah, we're shot, and I just.
Let's go around the yellow.
Just hang on.
Yeah,
Just see.
There is a double.
I don't hate the nose. Is it an easy double if I nose?
They're going to be even.
It's.
What's he play if you make a good draw?
He could hit and roll into the side of his.
They're even.
Okay,
They're
yeah,
even
yeah,
if
yeah.
you nose.
Okay. Nose is probably called it.
I think he knows. I think so.
And
I'm just. What are you feeling, Mark?
I think we're thinking the nose. It's fine.
I like the nose, and if you roll just a hair.
Okay. Yeah, we threw this in the first. I'll just give you a good hack. Yeah.
Remembering the past that they've been down here and what it did.
A little more defensive call than I thought. It's not wrong at all. There's 2 or 3 options here, but I thought they might loop around with the advantage of hammer, and it's their guard that they're going around. But, hit this dead on. You've the blank still available, and you still got a chance for 2.
Little heavy, Brad. Yep. Whoa. Good
hack.
guys. Whoa. Brian. Whoa.
DJ
hard.
DJ.
Gotta go.
Boy, it sort of got on the way.
Yep.
Oh, he still managed to save it. And rolls it the other way.
That was a danger.
Not bad.
Okay.
But it did jump on them.
Yeah.
Sure looked that way.
Did.
Love it. Bump's good.
They actually got lucky. It rolled far enough. There's not an easy double, so
Right.
just roll on top.
Sorry, guys. Good sweep.
Just a half a pound light.
Do I need a little more still?
The feet moved, the brush didn't. That's very funny.
It's the fake, the skip fake.
Yeah. A little more, yep. Okay, I'll just move my body.
It's good. Yep. Line.
Hard calling.
Whoa.
Yep.
Line.
Yep.
Really got to go.
Really
Hodgson.
gotta go.
Why don't you come off
Really
that
gotta go
line?
to even stick, Hodge.
And
Go to
he
stick.
got it by, but will he hang around? And he does.
Not getting it running.
No, I think he
It'll
needs more
spin to second shot.
ice. He just needs a lot more ice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great read. You're just getting more curl than me.
Yeah, you just need more ice.
No, it's not.
He's got 2 rocks left.
It's no different than the golf swing. Every day you could be a little bit
The
different.
only
Even on
thing I'm
the
worried
front
about
9
with
and back
Todd,
9, you
you're
could be a
going
little
out
different.
That's the only thing. I
Just
love
figured out Rudy's release.
New Brunswick opened with a single. They blanked the second. So BC now final stone as they play in the third. And remembering this is Jim Cotter who throws the 4th stones for Steve Laycock.
Easy.
Well, Steve Laycock was the only one that had the opportunity to get out of this end with a cross-house double and just missed it. And it has been trading stones back and forth. This is the force and the single.
Yep.
Thanks.
Good throw, Jim.
Last Brier that James Grattan played when my son was on the team, they were something like 71, 72% for the first half of the Brier because getting used to the big curl. The last half they were 85.
Clean.
We said in the opening they're as prepared as anybody. It could be interesting.
Yep. Hard. Ryan.
Good. It's good, Mark.
Yeah, the other addition there I mentioned is Jonathan Buke, who
Well, he's got to roll.
played with the Ontario champions and Scott McDonald
Easy weight.
back in 19. It's interesting that Reed Carruthers, very good friend of his, and was saying to us before the game how much he admires Buke and what he brings to any team. He's just one of those, as Carruthers said, is interchangeable. We want you to play here. Okay. Want you to play. Okay. That's just one of those kind of guys.
It's amazing, those type of players. I think of a John Morris. There's quite a few out there that can move positions, and really they just are professional athletes, so they'll bring whatever they can to the position they're playing in.
Mike McEwen and his first.
It's going to curl hard
Yep.
again. Yep.
Clean.
Clean,
Yep. Yep.
clean, yep, 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 yep.
Yep. Hard. Good. Good. Shot.
It's a veteran call, too. Now you force Jacobs to roll somewhere, or there's going to be a double to get out of it.
Shot, Mike. Try to roll far.
I don't know about this path. We haven't seen this, have we? Right. What if we roll buried?
I don't hate that at all.
Or even just a hair.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. You liking that boardish?
Board, yeah.
It's interesting. Everything they're playing with is behind the tee. You know, you wonder at what point, Russ, if they roll buried, that McEwen changes gears and comes around. If he can't see anything.
Yeah, if this is buried, he probably has to freeze, but it obviously has to be a good one.
Yeah, it's not without risk.
Yeah. Knows it's a problem because the double will probably be made, and you could be buried if you're McEwen, and then it's a force.
Heavy board. Straight.
Yep.
Straight.
Go.
Straight.
Go. You have to go. You have to go, Ryan. Come on, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan.
Look, it's all about
Dig,
Ryan
go,
now.
hard,
Big brother EJ
Go, Ryan, go,
urges him on and rolls it away. And will it sit down? No, it does not.
Brad said he didn't know that path. He didn't seem to trust the broom.
It's a straighter side, but it's into that magnet. It's in that center again.
It's tricky.
Try.
Either if we played this draw, or played with Collins cards, right?
Yeah, I know. It's probably a blank, but that's we're good.
3-1, Boncher leads Skokie as they play in the third, and it's Alberta with last rock.
Well, Greg Skogie's final stone is the shot stone. He tried to bury, and it is a little bit, but it's deep. And so for Brendan, if he can tap it back about 6 inches, it will be for 2.
Clean.
Familiar front end of Brad Thiessen, Carrick, Martin, and tap and sit, and there is 2.
Yeah, mine's getting real tight.
2. I feel like this is an auto blank.
It's a guess with the out turn path. I think we're losing.
I would suggest in the straight side that this shot's tougher than the freeze.
I'm good at the draw if you like the draw.
Yeah.
That's
I'm okay with the draw. If you're
if you want, but it's going to be heavier.
Call him through, or I really don't like this. Sure.
Okay.
Go down there. I don't mind the draw. He wants to draw.
good for Mike. If you're not seeing it or feeling it, don't play it.
You can even play the draw with that same shot, same turn.
That's why you can go out wide enough.
Either. Just got to get the line right.
Yeah, I just don't want to leave him a chip, right? Like if you go here and you give him that chip. What if you? Yeah. Okay. So to here.
Where was this draw line right to here? Where was that? That was in this area.
Yeah.
Kathy, right next door to our game is Yukon against Manitoba. After the blank in 1, Manitoba opened with a deuce. Dustin Mickelson, Whitehorse.
And he has the opportunity for 2. A good bury by this team early in the end has set them up for the 2. On his final stone, Jason Gunlickson removed 1 but could not get the roll, so it's an open hit.
And there they are, couple to even it.
I think you'd be really happy if you're Mike to freeze right down to it and take any chance of them making a little, chip or soft tap to get a deuce.
And you can be anywhere from top 8 to back 8 as long as it's buried.
Yeah, it's really all line.
This looks heavy.
A little tight, but
Clean. Looks a little hot. Heavy. A little bit for line.
Colin.
Lionel, back 12.
Wait, Ollie.
Close.
Back
Clean.
12.
It'll finish.
Hard.
There, look at it go. Look at it go.
Hard. Hard.
You're on the guard. Like, come on.
This path is just gone.
Yeah, I mean, they called back 12 out of his hand.
Yes.
So something's grabbed.
Now, I know it was on the other side, but
Back 12 to.
that
We had
something
that goal
similar
pretty quick.
happened to John Epping today. He had a couple of times when he thought it was a lot heavier. I know, different sheet, but same kind of situation.
Yeah. Yeah, every shot you throw is an educated guess. My worry there, is it because it's getting flat already, or is it, was it not, that spot not warmed up?
Yeah.
I mean, this
Good old
seems to
nighttime ice.
catch something or pick something.
Yeah,
Well, that's the other option.
It's more like that, a pick. No, it's too bad.
Yeah, it really is. He
I think
threw
it's
through it
just
well.
going to be like that the rest of the game. Down the middle, it's just going to.
They don't seem to think it was a one-off pick. They think it's the path down the slide path already.
Interesting. Wider than they've ever been here. Should be about 3 feet slower.
So if you're
Way out in. Line's great.
putting down
Line's great.
a few pennies, you'd bet on this,
Clean it, guys.
considering
It looks
they were
close.
the
Line's
best
good.
at converting in
Line's good
Kingston.
still.
Wait's
Whoa.
good.
Okay, you're definitely by.
Should come down.
It's good to me.
Shot, Brad. Good
Nice, Brad.
Good
Good
guess,
guess,
man.
buddy.
Real good guess.
Sweep, guys.
Yeah, again,
Yellow.
a real good guess. They lead at 3-1. All right, into the Wayback Machine. 2013, Tim Hortons Brier, Rexall Place final. Northern Ontario's Brad Jacobs, Manitoba, and Jeff Stoughton. In the fourth, Jacobs with a wonderful shot, able to pick out the Manitoba Stone, scored 3 to go up 6-2. And the boys from the Sood never trailed, make the final 11-4. Jacobs, Ryan Fry, E.J. Harnden, Ryan Harnden, your 2013 Tim Hortons Brier champions. And as we say, they did follow it up. The 14 in there is the gold medal year. But since they came close and they realize time, father time, maybe catching up with them. How much more can you commit? How long do you want to play? Can you play? Could this be the year for them? 3-1. They lead it as we go to the fourth, and it's Team Wildcard. Mike McEwen with last round, playing the Redstones.
Well, no reason why it can't. The 9-5 record was they started 1-3 with the last year when with a new third in Mark Kennedy, and they were really good after that. Went 8-1 before they lost a close one to Gushu in the playoffs. I wouldn't bet against them.
No, and they had a great year. They were number one in the CTRS last year, and the points they were consistent. They would always get to a final, but they wouldn't win one. You know, and that in itself, you know, I asked Brad about that. Do you start to push? And he said, you know, you do. You get a little bit frustrated with not winning an event.
Back 8 isn't going to help us. No.
You're right. Board.
Okay.
I think this Jacobs team, though, you know, they really tried to leave no stone unturned this year. They did Zoom calls because Mark was away. They even called Kyle Dubas, who's the GM for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and asked him to get on a Zoom call and talk to them about what the NHL bubble was like and what they needed to do here.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Sit. Okay. That's just warping.
Good throw, H. What if I just freeze that back one with the outturns?
Minimum ice.
Carve it. Even top 8. Good
That
throw.
center line's definitely a bit of a magnet both turns.
Top 8.
It is
That really went across.
super weight sensitive.
Okay, what am I throwing for?
The speed's actually pretty good here. I think, you know, a high 14,
Okay, is that
14,
good ice for
7.
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Line's good.
This rock might move.
Yep. Looks like it to me.
You gotta go.
There's definitely a few different stones out here. Every game we've covered so far, there's been
Straight.
talk about 1 or 2 rocks.
Okay. We're changing. I think
It's pretty good.
Go to it, beside it, beside it.
You're just going even. You're just going even.
Okay, you're not. Right in between. Okay.
You want it there?
I was trying to go there, but then I...
Sweep that 6 inches and it's perfect. Holy man, you guys.
Plan B in too early.
Well, as you take a look at some of the Northern Ontario family, in particular the girls of EJ and Ryan Harnden, the lady right in the middle, that is Nana Jillian. And she is, well, she's a seasoned citizen. And we say that with lots of love, because you've had a couple of battles, you've won them, and we know that you're their biggest fan watching every game. So hello to Nana Jillian.
All right, it's fine.
Okay. You can make that. Try each. So I just freeze it over there.
Did make the double, but the yellow is raisable.
You don't want to be too. You don't want to be too far so they can hit it and roll into the red. You want to be full.
What kind of weight?
Fully.
Same weight?
Yes. I'd love it if we took more ice though.
What's that? Same weight, Colin?
Same weight, yeah. Okay, it's time the same. This is going to snap here, I think.
Transfer is pretty simple too here.
Your T line.
T's good. On the
Back
T,
T. Heavy.
No backing.
I think we got to be off this.
No backing.
You got to be off it.
It's getting better.
Whoa,
Getting better.
Line's,
It's curling. It should be fine.
line's okay. Line's fine.
Good.
Good.
Good shot, Derek.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Peel.
What did he say for weight? PO. Okay, just a little.
3/4, Mark.
Zero ice on the straighter side.
Whoa. Whoa.
Big kick
Whoa, 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 whoa,
from Mark Kennedy.
Ryan.
Little. Okay, good.
Leaves it right there. They are the shot rock without last rock here in this fourth.
Makes such a difference. Like, you just make the other guy throw one. You're an inch and a half wide on a straight side here. You roll out, and all of a sudden, Northern Ontario's got them forced. How many times do we see that, even at this level?
Oh, it's
Weight's good.
yeah, most certainly this year.
Clean.
Clean.
Whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Clean, Colin. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Go. Very nice weight.
Shot read.
Good. Good. Very nice.
Do we ever play this now? Try to get that going to here.
Okay.
Yep. A couple shots ago, that's why yours would have been better.
Even if you just stuffed it buried.
In a
Might be
1-1
shot,
tie,
but I
New
like that
Brunswick
call.
against BC.
By the guard. I need
And
to get the
getting ready for the final stone for New Brunswick. And there's skip James Gratton.
Well, that red stone that you see in the 12-foot, that was his attempted freeze on his first, facing two. And when he was short, Jim Cotter came in again. This is the double attempt, needs to stick the shooter for the single.
Andy McCann, Jamie Brennan, the front end. Jonathan Buke is holding the brush.
Oh, that's going to be close.
Oh,
Okay.
and he'll drive it through and by. And that'll be a steal of one for BC.
Trying too hard to stay there.
Good try, Mark.
Oh, they were really trying to get that to just stuff behind that red corner guard. Change the control of the end completely from McEwen, but
Fight the eight's perfect. He's hitting that.
now a chance to separate this again. Yeah, for Mike, it's been the opportunity to keep things separated because you know this Jacobs team.
Yeah, you give him a chance.
The doubles, the runs.
Now you get this hidden, and Brad Jacobs has to make a decision. If you don't chase it, you give up three.
Mm-hmm.
Light.
I got a little light.
I thought I had it though.
Oh, I had a little pinch. But...
Weight's not bad. Close, Colin. Weight's good.
Oh, we're heavy.
Line's fine.
Weight's pretty.
Gotta
no,
say,
we
we're
can't.
T-line.
Yeah, this is running. You want to go
Yeah.
back?
It's already back T.
Back E?
How back do you want to go?
Yeah. Right to here.
Whoa, we're there. We're there.
Whoa,
Oh, sorry, I don't know where.
Go.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Jeez, I didn't mind it out of his hand.
Alberta with a 5-1 lead and threatening here for more against the Territories.
Well, Brendan Botcher had to make a double on his final stone to lie the two that you see. Needs to nose hit is fine.
This is Greg Skogie from Yellowknife in his debut. He's been before. He'd been an alternate with Jamie Cooey on 3 other times, but this is his playing debut.
Nice throw.
Okay.
And enough to push it through. And that will be for the single.
You give the double a go here.
At the very worst, you get it thick and you roll over that direction because there is a corner guard.
This is so flat. You wouldn't even attempt this at home. You need to, these stones and this surface and this guy throwing it.
Straight.
Three quarters
Whoa.
maybe.
Whoa. Right.
Be close.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
You got this? Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. There it goes.
Wow.
Great job.
Effortless power.
I couldn't even look at that shot. Great shot.
And you just hear the air go out of McEwen. And just
Such a good end for McEwen. They kept everything separated. Just, I mean, and there it is. One small mistake. Reed slides a little deep, but then Jacobs had to capitalize.
And, you know, that is a wonderful reading of the stone, the line, and contact by Kennedy.
Yeah, no kidding. I was just going to say the same thing. Mark said it was really hard to miss that thick. In other words, it was so flat. So he waited as long as he could before he brushed that. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. We're trying to freeze it.
So I'm looking at here for speed.
14.7, 14.8.
Yeah.
It's not like this way.
No.
Where you threw. It's good in this spot.
It's good in this spot.
Let's draw the button speed.
Yeah.
I kind of giggle. 14.8 seconds hog to hog is exactly what Greg Owasco told me last week he wanted for speed. So.
No, hot. Hot. Clean it.
How's the weight?
Not bad. Back 12.
Okay.
Weight's
Clean.
okay. A little heavy.
Skipper thinks it may be up a little bit, a little high, a little hot.
Hard line. Back 12.
Line.
Line.
Distance.
Oh, it's
Still
really
back.
hooking here.
Hard line.
Back 8. It's really
Hard
digging.
line. Hard line the whole way. Gotta go line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line.
Hold it.
Oh, they did well.
I don't
Good throw.
Not like a nut rock.
ran really strange.
In a 2-2 tie, and pressure from Yukon on Manitoba.
Well, 3 opportunities this end for Manitoba to lie. 2, 1 light, 1 heavy, 1 hit and roll out. This is the big weight double blank attempt.
No, stuffed it. Steal a 1, Yukon.
We could. You might leave him something off.
How much do you have from the hockey?
Quarter?
A quarter?
Oh. Yeah, like you don't have to whip it, right?
What's that?
Like control.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I was thinking, something like that.
Just pick it, Mark.
The draw is just, I don't know. No one's made a draw down that path.
Try there.
Okay. Get the weight right, Brad.
Yeah. Just get a quarter of it. You're playing it really off that back yellow, and then out the side.
Control weight-ish?
Control, yeah.
Trying to think if there's another situation where I have to jump.
Can hear Mike and Reed still discussing what happened there.
Yeah, don't that rock kind of knuckled in there. I don't think they're in love with it.
Control.
Clean. Straight.
Whoa.
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 Whoa. Curl.
Right.
Curl.
Go, go, go,
Curl.
go, 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 go.
Curl.
Gotta
Hard
go.
line. Go right. Go, go, go.
Oh, ticks it back, and they are sitting
Good job.
1-2 Northern Ontario.
Just good enough.
Heavy. No, you were down control.
Didn't move.
I think Mike's fooled him.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, you start looking at it jumping, and
I thought it would too, especially how it threw.
Ryan made all the difference that last little bit.
You're right. It looked heavy all the way down, but it wasn't. It's a good throw.
You can throw the same weight as close. Or touch less.
Touch less, yeah.
Oh, yeah, touch.
So it's a draw against 3. Facing Mike McEwen out of the West St. Paul Curling Club. And needs full 8 foot.
More. More weight.
More?
More.
And look at
Looks like you
Hodgson.
can clean it, guys.
That's a hand up.
Wait, it's okay.
Samogowski.
I thought he threw that
Just wait for it.
Should be good.
I thought you threw more. Shot.
It's been an interesting couple of days, considering these are stones they know from last year's Brier and the Canada Cup of 19, but it has them fooled. From ice level here at Winsport Arena, all part of Canada Olympic Park. Event number 2 of the 4, in fact now 5 events that will be played in our season of champions, with the announcement of the Women's Worlds, the Tim Hortons Brier. As we go to the 5th, and it is Team Northern Ontario out of Sault Ste. Marie that has last rock.
Well, whatever Ryan's numbers are right now, he's 100% on his tick shots. Just repeat every end.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, he's
bump it in, Brad.
Raise in the yellow.
And get it in the rings.
Oh.
Wow. That would have been sweet.
Stayed out.
That would have been the best tick ever. Stack up 2 corner guards, raise their rock onto yours into the rings. It's deflating as the other team, too.
I think you go here now.
Now what do we do?
Yeah, well, good luck.
You know you're
Okay, so it's going to be a little
at
slow.
risk of probably giving up a deuce.
No, you can take it to
Mike,
4.
This is good. Like,
Yeah.
give me lots. I don't care.
I'm thinking we got to go here.
Yeah.
Sure. What do you want me to throw for speed?
McEwen can get out. They can try for the force around here.
Yeah.
But it's low risk for Northern Ontario because they'll always be able to see the 4-foot. So it works out.
Okay, that's there.
Line.
Yep. Gotta go for weight.
Always line.
Gotta go for weight, too.
Okay.
They've wrecked here before.
Hard. Switch read. Hard.
Try,
No,
try and
go,
get a
go.
bite.
Hard.
Try and get a bite.
Wow, you're an optimistic guy.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going.
Send your letters to.
Why would they even try that shot?
They've wrecked here.
Russ would have given up at the hog line.
Yeah. The first hog lining.
Thank you very much.
Just close.
We're
2/3.
coming out.
Why bother? They've wrecked here.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Mark. Whoa. Ryan. Whoa. Shooter. Whoa. That's good.
That's really good.
Attaboy. Good toss.
Nice, EJ.
I've really often wondered why more teams don't play the tick.
Yeah, you know, back
I like
way
guarding
back
it.
in before electricity, without the free guard zone, you always hit the center rock. No, you can't, but you can.
But you can, and you can get a couple things out of it. You can get a corner. You can open up the center. Like I would think more teams would go towards it. Even tapping the opposition's the center stone into the rings and rolling is still good because then you can hit on the next one.
When it's a wickedly bad surface at some club somewhere, I can see not trying it. But here, your odds of making it are that much higher.
Don't kill it. Probably got a curl.
So it's got a curl.
Always curl. Curl and distance.
Hard, boys.
Curl and distance.
Hard read.
Yep. Just
over
go
there,
around. Keep hitting it for distance.
Keep it over there.
Okay.
Good sweep.
All right.
It's not a bad spot.
I think we have to switch sides for draws.
Like trying that?
Electrifying highlights, shocking finishes, and everything in between. Get your brackets ready. NCAA March Madness returns Friday, March 19th. Every game live, all tournament long on TSN. It's all presented by Expedia.
Thinking this way? It's a little awkward. You're probably not.
Okay, your choice.
It's
your call.
tough to roll in.
Okay. Make the double then.
Yeah, the other connection you were talking
Hold
about,
on.
Cheryl, with the Maple Leafs,
like
they used to.
Try it now.
Former coach Mike Babcock, who's now taken over the University of Saskatchewan hockey program, he used to talk to them all the time, and particularly in those years, the championship year and then the medal year of 14, and he would always give them I don't want to say pep talks, but inspirational speeches. And
yeah, that's right. I asked Brad, I said, well, what did Kyle Dubas tell you about the bubble and what were the tips? And he said, well, I can't tell you. It's a secret. So whatever they learned from him, I guess he's from the Sioux originally, so they knew each other from that. But really thorough as a team to try to, cover off all those bases, understand what the NHL bubble was like and what the teams that were really doing well in that bubble environment were doing.
Line is tighter than Derek's. Weight's good, but should be okay. Halfway. Does not need to curl. Halfway.
Well, after Yukon stole one with some pressure, and now it's Gunlickson looking for a bunch here.
He is. He's got an opportunity for 4 as long as he's full 12. Dustin was a little bit short on his first one and wrecked on a guard on his second.
There were no other challengers to the Yukon team, so they were acclaimed, Mickelson, out of the Whitehorse Curling Club.
Okay.
And the entire team making its Brier debut.
Straight.
No, curl.
It's on the guard at this point.
Keep going, go in the roll.
Mark Kennedy. No, it's still there.
Sorry,
now can he get the rub and roll in? And that's a break, as they will still get their 4.
What do I have, Connor?
Yeah, 4.
I didn't hear it at all.
Yeah. And then we go in on yours.
Yeah, I think you guard it. Yeah.
2 choices here, Cheryl, isn't there? You could split the rings and create a force. Or you guard this, and I think you're going to see Northern Ontario change gears and go right around, but maybe Mike wants that.
Yeah.
There's risk.
It's a little wider.
Depends probably on the depth of this guard, too. If it's close enough that the
Wait.
double, the run back double looks good, they might play that.
Slow.
Curl, just dig. Good. Okay. Good.
Sorry. Good throw, man. Those are matched.
Not again, Mark, but you can bury one here. You like that? Okay.
I like the out turn.
Okay.
Gonna give it one more go, run it back, play the run back double.
2/3.
Getting late though. Mark needs to make this. Nice angle though. It's fairly natural, and you roll a shooter right out of play.
It's interesting, eh? Hasn't played a draw.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Whoa.
Hard, Pete. Hard.
Whoa.
Go.
Yep. And there's gets them both, and there goes the shooter.
Why would you play a draw when you can do that?
Why don't you tell me what you'd like to play?
So nice.
Always comes back to Seinfeld.
It was good. I just kind of heard Brad say, I'm glad I asked you what you wanted, because again, it's going back. I think that's going to be the trick early on in this event, is ask the thrower. It's what they make is the best.
I think, too, we talked a little bit about that this afternoon. It's a little responsibility given then to the thrower, who feels more involved in the shot. Yes, it's a team game, but you'd like to be part of it. Okay, I'd like to throw that. Now it's my responsibility.
So true. You commit to it and pick that shot, you better make that shot.
Trying to hook around those pile of granite on the right-hand side.
Heavy. For line.
It's curl.
It's okay.
Line. Weight's there. Heavy.
Whoa.
Room. T-line.
Lots of room.
That yellow, I just can't.
He's a sit.
Right? I almost got to throw it there myself and let you guys clean it.
James Grattan, New Brunswick, BC, Steve Laycock, 2-1, and it is the final stone coming up for Grattan.
It's hard to tell, but it does look as though that red stone is shot. The yellow thrown by Jim Cotter on his first just over curled at the end. And when James tried to follow him down, was a little bit heavy. Jim just peeled it out on his final stone. I believe this is a draw for 2.
Gotta go hard line.
Might be able to chap it, make sure.
Wow.
Whoa. We're on yellow.
That can't be good.
It's hopefully on the red. It's really warping. Okay.
And it will not spin
Yeah, right.
in.
Yep.
One it is, says Steve Laycock after a look. So they'll go to the break tied at 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but not.
What a wonderful come around by Mike McEwen.
Was it ever? You know, you're guessing they hadn't seen anything that direction out that wide.
Good to me.
Line's
It's
great.
there.
Line right now.
Put the broom in the right place.
Oh, T-line.
Line's perfect.
To it.
Okay, roll then. Room.
To it.
Stay close, Pete. Stay
Room.
close.
T-line. Still room.
Line's great.
Line's good.
Doesn't have to curl. Right here.
Room.
Right here. Right to my broom.
Over there.
Whoa. Whoa. Stay just above the tee.
Sit.
I think that's good.
Bro.
Good judge, guys.
Oh, we get 2 shots.
Can you check it?
Chip. Well, we could.
Everybody's
chip it.
trained to throw that down there and freeze. It just feels more comfortable. But if you freeze, McEwen's just played it. He freezes, and then there goes your whole situation. To keeping that angle now, Mike's got a really tough shot here.
They talked about, because of the space, Russ, that picking it, but I just don't.
It's tough.
It is.
Well, Alberta scored a 3. They had a deuce in 3, and what can they get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe?
They can. Brendan Botcher made a wonderful big weight rattler on his first one, and when the dust cleared, he was lying 4, and Skokie Stone was gone. And Skokie was light on his final stone, so he needs to get through the port and to the 4-foot for the 5.
It's not there, bud.
No?
Weight's good. Well, we're all over this. Yeah.
Just saw James Grattan do that, Kath, and there's another one there, and we've had McEwen do it twice. Is it getting a little bit softer down the middle, do you think?
Well, that's what they're saying, and you can see they seem to be surprised at the weight that comes out of the hand versus when it gets to the other end.
Ice is great tonight.
So 4 for Botcher.
Yeah. Extra.
And he leads it going to the break.
Weight's should be close.
Back 12. Back line.
Just chisel this sideways.
Try and sit 2.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Hard.
Derek Zamagalski
Hard.
Derek, keep straight. Come on, buddy.
staying with it. Here comes that guard. Get it by that. They did. Tap it back.
Okay, good.
Very nice.
Now can you chip it sideways and pick up a deuce, do you think?
That I just did.
Yes.
2 great shots from Mike.
Oh, it's a harder shot.
Yeah, he's, well, pretty easy for him.
I'm throwing back 12, I
Might
think.
almost be a little bit heavy in there.
Okay, we got to move it.
Yeah, no,
Let me see.
Just
Yeah.
get the weight right.
This,
Back
yeah.
12, try to hit an inch.
And this is a make sure. This is a line caller. This is all Mark. You know, Brad lets it go, but you make sure you get your one on this. Never let it over curl, even if you
Back
rub
12,
off.
boys. Let me know.
Yeah, you're all excited that you might be able to score 2, and all of a sudden it's a steal just by throwing it a foot heavy. Mark will try hard to protect here, make sure they get the single. Can't be much more than hack.
Northern Ontario already with a deuce, came in the third.
Clean.
Leading by
Straight.
1.
Whoa. Whoa.
Trying to add a couple before going to the break.
Whoa. 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 Curl. Whoa. Curl. Curl. Have to curl a mile. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Can you
Keep
help
going.
this over?
Keep going. Keep
EJ
going.
Harden, can you help this over? No. And through it goes. It will be a steal of 1 for McEwen. To the break we go, tied at 3.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like it. By Home Hardware. Here's how. And by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Midway through on this Saturday night, Mike McEwen, Team Wildcard, Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs were tied at 3. And this is what we come to expect from Brad Jacobs.
Well, you know, the third end, they got their deuce, and so they're almost at risk here of giving it right back in this end until Brad throws this crosshouse double. I thought it was only really there to roll. Hits it perfectly with the weight, and watch.
And compliments, too, to Mark Kennedy on the line call.
Well, that created the force. I mean, really, that's what it was all about is, you know, you create that force, and then you look in this last end, McEwen makes 2 perfect in-turn come-arounds, forces Brad Jacobs to a mistake, and he makes it. And look at Mike McEwen, 90%. Brad Jacobs, some early misses. We'll have to bring those numbers back up.
Numbers after 5 are brought to you by AGI, Equipment and Technology Solutions for Agriculture. Mike McEwen out of the West St. Paul Curling Club as he plays Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs.
It's great to step onto a team with 3 guys that are so experienced. They've been to the Brier before, they have a huge passion for the game, and they work really well as a team. So with this team, it was a really easy transition, and we are ready to compete.
I think you can't really think about what you want your final record to be. You just got to win every game possible and hope that that's good enough, because every game is going to be a grind. You could see 4 losses, 3 losses make it, I think, with how close this field is.
That will be our kickoff game to coverage on Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. John Epping bouncing back after an opening draw loss. Scott McDonald, of course, taking over the skipping duties for the Jamie Murphy side out of Halifax, the former Ontario champion. So you've got 2 Ontario skips facing each other, but Scott McDonald now from the team in Halifax. As we welcome those of you who are joining us on TSN and TSN 4 and 5. Welcome to Canada Olympic Park, and our home is just over there to the left. That is the WinSport Arena. Now we come inside on this Saturday night, and our games are all from Pool A. 18 teams, remember, in this year's Brier because of the pandemic, in 2 pools of 9, and then the top 4 in each pool after the 8-game round robin will advance to the championship pool. It is Mike McEwen, wildcard team number 1 out of West St. Paul, Manitoba, playing the Red Stones against Northern Ontario and the former Canadian champion and Olympic gold medal winner Brad Jacobs playing the yellow. And after that steal of 1 in 5, we are tied at 3. And Northern Ontario does have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones here in 6.
Oh, he's running. It's really running. Whoa. Running like it's heavy. There, now it's going. It's still got a curl.
Brad didn't miss
Keep
that
going,
little tick shot by much, but you and I were hindsight what it is, 4 feet of curl, and you have to be within an inch one way or the other. You could throw that out of a gun and still miss it by misbrushing it. I'm not so sure I wouldn't have drawn for the single.
Maybe 60 games into the season, you might have played that shot. I think sometimes that's what you have to look at and say, okay, let's take our 1.
I don't think that's in their DNA, though. You know, I know it's tough, and we've heard the team say that they're going to maybe simplify the game plan, dial things back, but when you're out there, I'm not sure whether that comes to mind.
No, it is who they are.
Nice,
I just think on that shot, you just make sure you get your 1. So maybe you even come to the nose of it, but don't err, the wide side.
Yeah, it'll be pretty straight.
You threw one here, Reed? Yep. Looks good.
And finally, a tick shot missed by Ryan. Just missed it by a hair. Center guard to work with here.
Whoa. No.
Curl the whole way.
Curl.
Curl the whole way.
Really gotta go to stick. Gotta dig, Ram. Really gotta dig. Dig.
Okay.
Oh, was that terrible?
All right, bud.
You like the peel?
I think we peel. I think we save time. You like this? Okay. I like this.
This team started off 1 and 3.
Clean.
Last year's Brier, and I remember saying after those 4 games that they were just playing so aggressive that per skipper had nothing half the time, and they've been a lot more conservative in this game every single end.
Well, why not just throw center?
I think that's the way to go with a team that hits so well in Northern Ontario.
Okay, speed's okay?
Yep.
Derek Semigalski Yeah, that's what, Mark was saying. Mark Kennedy in our little pregame chat was that, the intensity of the team, they'll never change that. And as he said, my job joining the team was to take that intensity, not let it be destructive, but constructive, and focus it and make it a positive energy. You're never going to get Brad Jacobs not to look through his eyelids like he does. No. You're not going to get him to those lasers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
But at the same time, maybe just dial it back a little bit. Pick your spots, boys, and that's to your point.
I think it is exactly that, pick your spots, and I think that's the balance that probably Mark has brought. Every now and then he'll say, maybe we draw for our one here, and we're up, we're in control.
But until he tried that tough shot for 2, which is certainly not wrong in his with his abilities, but they've kept it fairly simple here. But after saying all that, it flashed by EJ there. That happens once a winter.
Line's good.
I like it.
Little turning point here.
No, he wasn't trying for a thin double, was he? He was just trying to get the centers done.
Well, maybe that was the audible, but the center one was the key one.
Okay. Gotta go wait. Line. Gotta go distance. Yep.
Line's great.
Line's good.
Shot, Reed. Sweet watch. That carried.
Yeah, that was an ad.
Yeah. Yeah.
You okay with this, Turk?
Yeah, for sure. I don't mind even playing it low. You threw yours here.
Just a great game by Reed, well, and Mike as well, but it's Mark Kennedy keeps answering back too with these run backs. He's made numerous to get them out of these ends.
Oh, yep.
Whoa, yep,
yeah.
yep.
EJ
hard.
caught it, and we'll spill it.
Go, Brad. Go.
And yes, it does go, and leaves the shooter there to be used.
So good.
You always wonder what you have to do. When you're playing a team like Jacobson and they make all these, sometimes you push too hard too. You try to do something tricky, and then it backfires. But I think with McEwen, you just keep putting them in there. Reed keep drawing them around. Mike did it last end, and you might get a mistake.
Well, it gets to the point with this, now it's a yellow one that's going in there for Northern Ontario. You're almost afraid to bury this perfectly.
I thought a little less. Okay, line's good. Got some room.
Well, after scoring the 4 to break it open, Manitoba, it's Yukon trying to claw their way back, but facing what, 1, 2, 3?
It is 3. On his first one, he was facing 3 as well. He hit and rolled out, and so Gunner drew back in there. It's not playing the double. He's trying to get to the nose of the shot stone, but he can't roll.
And rolls in, and he will be the shot stone. Against the man they do call Gunner.
Nice shot.
That's a big weight, tough shot.
Jason Gunlickson.
He's the guy to make it.
Ryan, go!
One more time. Oh, and this time that's perfect as they leave it under cover.
They made the mistake of burying it.
That's what did you just say?
Yeah. Well done.
Attaboy, Marcus.
Yeah. I like that. A little less weight.
Yeah. Funky, eh?
Don't have to throw a rocket.
Do you like the out or in?
Out.
Out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Middle?
Middle.
I'll stop and tell him however I can. If I have a moment.
Shade low.
Mike McEwen, his first.
Whoa. Yep.
Can he reply?
Whoa.
Hodgson called off.
Oh my God.
And they'll run it back, spill it. And now the house is there for the split.
Great throw, man.
Such a great throw. It's just.
Anytime you're running the opponent's rock pockets.
Yeah, it's.
There you go.
bad things can happen.
Because all he's got to do is bury one here. Now we're throwing a run.
That's why you could try to get here.
Yeah.
I don't love this.
The draw?
Well, it's not great ice to put it in a spot. And if you're here...
What call do you like? I don't mind top 4, but...
It's tough to put it there. So if you're here, it's not great. If you're here, he's coming around.
Coming around it all, yep. You gotta be...
Why don't we let him try to kind of put the game on the line?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it...
Then he's got to be... So it'd be nice, wouldn't it, to be like...
Full 8 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get there.
That makes... Well, I think we probably
can. I don't mind this at all.
Try that.
I love this call.
This speed's going to be good, I think.
As much of the 8 foot as we can.
I think Mark's just concerned that because the slide path's a little tough, can you actually put it in the perfect spot? And it might hurt yourself.
Yeah, exactly. If it ends up either one of those spots, you're in big trouble. And I heard, like what he said, put the game on the line. So if they go here, first of all, I think Mike's going to hit it.
I do too.
But if Mike ignores it, he comes down and does something like that, it's a 3.
And the perfect hit and roll is what, 55%? So
yeah.
Let's go and check in on New Brunswick and BC in a 2-2 tie. And it'll be the final stone for BC. Steve Laycock's team out of Vernon and Kamloops, but Jim Cotter throwing the 4th stone.
Well, that yellow stone that you see was Jim's first. They worked it really hard to get by the guard, but then it did slide deep in the house, and James came around again. So same path, a little bit more ice for Jim. Needs full 4 foot to score.
Line's good.
Line's good. Little room.
Andrew Nurpin and Rick Sawatsky on the brush with Laycock calling line.
You gotta go. Time's late. Gotta go. Really gotta go. Hard. 2.
Wow. 2. Big steal.
Yeah.
Backing in all intents and purposes too.
So this is the same, almost the identical crosshouse double that Jacobs made.
Only need about 6 seconds.
Sure. Yeah, give it a go.
2/3.
Okay, bud.
Mike McEwen, his last.
Yep.
Make sure you get one.
Yep.
Hudson.
Yeah.
It's a track meet. Hudson trying to stay with it. Last come across. Are you going to get this? Are you going to get this? Yes, you. Oh no! It's just going to hold on.
Oh, I can't believe that didn't go.
Neither can I.
Couldn't do any better.
What a great throw.
Wow.
Harder throw.
I guess I could throw a little harder.
Oh.
Try. I already shoved it.
Oh my God.
Oh, because you couldn't have hit it any thinner. You would have still hit the
I thought
backside
I hit
more.
it perfect.
Good throw, man. Great throw. Here, Abram.
Robbed.
Good. Oh, I thought you had it when you hit it. I was like,
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Big shot for Brad Jacobs here. He's only at 73%. He's missed his last shot last end to give up a steal as opposed to scoring 2. He needs to get this back for his team.
clean, clean, easy, easy, clean, 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 clean it the whole way.
EJ
Clean,
Harney.
Yep, clean, yep, clean, yep. Good sweep, good sweep. Nice throw, Brad.
And right to it. And that little guy on the edge is point number 2. A couple for Northern Ontario.
When you have to roll.
Well, coming off that deuce in 6, Northern Ontario up by a couple now as we go to the 7th on this Saturday night, our first Saturday of the Tim Hortons Brier. And it'll be Mike McEwen with Last Rock playing the Redstones.
I think you just hit it.
Interesting call there, Cheryl. They had the tight corner guard.
Yeah.
Normally you would guard the shot rock. tight or come in if you want to bring the play into the rings.
Yep.
They played a little book out of the mixed doubles by high side ticking it into the rings, rolling away, and now Mike has nothing to work with.
And then they can hit. Amazing.
Line's
And
okay.
obviously, wildcard one can sit too, but good luck against this team.
Yeah, holding that out as a deuce to the end.
Line straight.
Don't see that very often in the
Very
mixed
Curl,
doubles.
sorry. Curl. Gotta go.
I think this team really, Jacob's team, they really try to think a little bit outside the
Yeah.
box. You know, they do the tick. They try some different ways. I mean, I don't think anybody has the 5-rock strategy nailed yet. People every year keep coming in with different ways to approach the game or ends or.
I like what some of these teams are saying now. What's the best outcome? And then in this case, Ryan Herndon's worked on it.
Weight's perfect. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Hard.
Whoa, yeah.
Hard. Whoa. Mark.
That's all right.
Good toss,
good
Steve.
throw.
Sorry.
Just overbrushed it a bit.
Yeah. And that. Did he just throw this?
He did. I think you're going to need to throw, well,
What am I throwing? Wait, I didn't see.
Hack.
That's enough ice with that.
I think after the mop it helped.
If you're more
I like this,
comfortable
Mike.
with this.
No, we like this.
We like it.
I'd rather throw. Okay, hack. Solid hack.
Throw hack.
Okay.
Heavy hack.
Heavy hack. Okay. Whoa. Curl.
Really got to
Curl. Come on, Ram, dig. Got a chance here. Got a chance. Dig, bud. Dig.
Nose. Okay. Fine.
Just wait.
That's good.
Checking in on the game between Alberta and the Territories. And remember now, Alberta cracked a 3 in the first, another 4 in 5. Final stone on the way. And this is the Territory skip, Greg Skogie from Yellowknife.
On his final stone, Brendan Botcher picked out the lone Skogie stone, and so that is why he is facing 3, looking for the 4-foot.
All the way, Mark.
Attaboy, Greg. Very nice to get his single.
Whoa, roll it, Mark.
Brendan Botcher coming off the loss earlier today in his first game. As he dropped a 5-4 decision to Manitoba, a game where he missed his last shot and then opened the door for Manitoba. In 4 of the last 5 Briers for him, he's always dropped his first. And then the last 3 times, of course, he's gone on to win a silver medal. So.
Feels sharp. Like
it is a touch, yeah.
Super sharp.
Don't worry about it.
Derek Samogolski.
Bump.
Try and get this roll. Try and get the roll behind their own guard, center guard.
Straight. Yep. Roll it right over.
Is it just too much ice on
Okay.
the rocks?
Okay, bud.
Like we're just
Decide that's tracking a bit.
Roll. Control.
Sure.
Out this wide, it's just not going to curl, but you get close to the edge of 4 foot. They got to be careful.
Just control. Clean. Yep.
Hard, Ryan.
Yep.
Hard, Ryan. Don't stop.
All right, Ryan.
Whoa, that's good. Whoa.
Clean. Whoa.
Attaboy.
Shot.
They're just not making a lot of. They're making the makeable shots. They're sitting up. You know, they're not rolling out. They're making it very tough for McEwen to generate anything.
It won't be as quick. It might be a couple feet slower.
Okay.
14-3, 14-5.
Change of gears now. You're forced. You might as well force yourself to 2.
Like to roll under their center guard.
Little light.
Well, they're going to just draw instead. It's easier to bury with
Really
the.
light.
It'd be interesting to see if this
3, 4.
curls enough.
Well, and Reed's had the feel. He's made so many of these
Straight, Hodge.
come-arounds
Straight
last
distance.
stand. It would force Mark Kennedy to a bunch of run backs.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Just a guard,
Let's
just
not
a
hook
guard.
them. Just let's stop.
Yeah, try not to hook him.
Okay.
Stagger him.
I don't think anybody loves that side of the sheet tonight.
Yeah, right.
You want to be biting
You know, it's
the
interesting
four.
because that would be the side closest to the crowd, and you might talk about warm air coming off, but there is no crowd. So you wonder what it is.
Looks like it's trouble.
You don't like going here.
Okay.
I guess he's probably playing the run.
Seats, I think, just shy of 3,000 people does this Winsport Arena. We were here once before for a Continental Cup in 2015. Timeout being called.
Remember that?
Northern Ontario.
Remember that, Vic? And it was standing room only. It's packed to the rafters for that.
It's got to work for the blank if we can somehow get rid of these two.
You're right. Yeah, that's why I like calling the time here.
That's the only way. And then he's got ways in off both of these, whatever happens behind the centers.
Playing this.
Now a consultant for Curling Canada, Rick Lang, the Canadian and world champion.
You're nothing away from jamming and pushing them potentially.
What do you think, Rick?
That one is headed there pretty close, isn't it?
What's that?
This one?
Yeah.
This one's going there if I play this, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of like, looks like it's lined up right there.
Well, what's our main objective?
I like the original call. He's going to run if he doesn't
force
nut
would
it.
be great,
I like the
wouldn't
top 8.
Just haven't thrown a draw, and it's hard to pin one.
I mean, the other thing you can do is just peel this.
You could just peel that one.
You could.
Because
He's
drawing
gonna
around
come
this
around.
is going to be so.
But it's a hard, and we know the spot to chase. It's not awful.
It's not a bad call. What do you like, Rick?
This draw is tough.
You don't like the draw. I like the draw.
2, 3,
but
4,
if you're not confident in it, then I'm fine
Okay,
with
so let's say Mark makes a really good draw right here.
He's gonna.
I gotta assume he's playing the run.
Yeah.
And if he runs and makes a good one and sticks it behind these two,
It's not very good.
he's looking good for a deuce. We gotta make one back.
That center might
And
be
he's
rough.
got ways in off both of those.
Okay, let's just peel that center.
Peel the center.
I think so.
You like that, Rick?
Oh, sure. If you don't like the draw, that's what I like next best.
Okay.
Rick really likes the
How do you
draw.
want to play it, Mark?
Is it that
Probably
tough, do you think,
intern.
Cheryl, the draw?
Intern thick.
It's been tricky, and you heard it last end when Mark was talking to Brad Jacobs about the draw, that it's tough and
I know
trying
it
to
seems
position
super
them
conservative,
perfectly.
but it
I think
feels
that's
like
the
the right
issue.
thing to
You
do.
could make it, but could you help out McEwen's team?
Them into a more
Guys, only other shot
Whoever can keep it simple.
is if you hit this thick and move that, and then it's our yellow.
Yeah, that's
He's coming
true.
around our yellow.
Right.
That's true.
If he makes a good one, we can run it. Okay. How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's a good outcome. Kill
Just
both
on the
reds.
thick side.
You're hitting, you throw your out turn, you're hitting 2/3.
Gotcha.
Out turn to get a bit of spin to get some carry because he has to hit this center rock really 7/8, so he wants a bit of a bounce to get the second one.
Yep.
After all that,
Yep. Whoa.
the last decision. And he'll leave it there.
Good.
Really good shot.
Just like they drew up. Because I think that was the issue. You play the peel on the one, they still had the other one to come around.
Do you not like that, Pa?
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, okay.
Manitoba up by a couple and looking for more against Yukon.
An opportunity for 3. Dustin was trying to come in and freeze to that stone, went through the middle of the 2 yellows and went through the house. And so that means the draw is for 3, needs a bite of the 8.
Jason Gunlickson went 5 and 6 in Kingston.
Line's good. Line's good.
Looking to win Manitoba's first
Just tearing by the red, but you're
Canadian
fine.
men's curling championship since Jeff
13-9-5.
Stoughton in
Good shot, Jay.
2011.
Well done. Yeah.
And there it is, 3 more.
Yeah. 14. 13.
It's a pretty long run.
Yeah. I still like it though.
You like the run?
Yeah, for sure.
Mark, I think you got to give me like
just inside middle.
Middle is good. Okay, middle.
That was Rick's point. He liked the draw, and McEwen made it look easy.
Oh, we made it as long as we could.
Could chase that too, Cheryl. Freeze up to it and shrink the scoring area.
Wonder what the what Ring Lang thinks now after seeing that draw made.
Yep. Whoa.
Why can't my team make a draw?
I think he is thinking that.
Oh, got it again. Bang. Oh, my.
It's just deadly on those run backs today.
But it's living dangerously, no? Russ?
Well, if I was throwing it, I think so, but he just seems to be able to make a lot of those. Yes, it really is. It's back to your circle against a circle theory, and he's made, I think, 3 of them now, but it's a very low percentage shot.
And Mark, on top of it, has probably made 3 or 4.
Yes, right.
What'd you feel like for speed?
I thought it was decent, like normal out turn that way.
I'm Mike McEwen. I'm saying they can't keep doing it.
Yeah, you want to make it as long as you can.
Full 4 is perfect, and he's got his rock's higher too, right? So
Yeah, it's a rock higher. Put it back where Reed did.
yeah, full 4.
The speed's. This is a pretty decent spot. It's 14.5.
It's interesting as this game wears along.
Just pinched it, yeah.
Mark hasn't thrown a draw.
Okay, so it's a decent. Yeah.
Might just be the same
Decent
shot,
pass.
Brad.
And I would hazard a guess he doesn't want to.
That's what it looked like in the timeout.
We'll have this.
The out turn tap, yeah, or freeze.
All day.
Nice path here. It just takes a while to curl.
Okay, pretty close.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Top 8 right now.
Got some room.
Line's real good.
Line's pretty good.
Line's good.
Top 8.
Yep.
Room.
Line's good. Line's perfect. Call and curl a bit. Line.
Get the distance. Get the distance.
And around they go. Very nice.
Okay.
Showing a little bit now, but
It's pretty good.
great.
It's really
Shot, Mike.
It is curious. One team can draw and the other can't. Or don't want to.
Yeah, I think that's more it.
I think in fairness, there were 2 guards, so Kennedy was going to have to play the R out turn for righty. You'd have to go the other way, which is a little bit softer. McEwen's playing the in turn, which is the pebble's still good.
Then I think if we do the out, we just want to make sure we get wide enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still going to be a bit sticky, right?
There you go. Can he do it again?
Final stone, another run back attempt. Brad Jacobs. Kennedy calling line. EJ Harnett on it. Staying with it. You got it this time? No, he does not.
Little timing off coming out of the hack on that one.
Okay. It's all good.
Don't see that often.
I think same path is nice.
Yeah.
Same throw, bud. Take your time. We got lots of time. Okay. Same throw.
Now Rick Lang's comment might have been the right one. Make the come around. It's just they just weren't sure of the out turn path. That was the problem.
Touch wider path.
I thought I gave it close to the same.
Still never heavy.
Line's good.
No, it's never heavy.
Got to be at least full 8.
Samagalski on the left.
It's okay.
Got to be at least full 8.
Hodgson on the
Keep
right.
going.
Weight's
Keep
good.
going.
Weight's good. Shot.
Okay, good sweep.
Very nice.
Shot.
Yeah.
To get a couple back.
Shot, Mike. Prepare, bud.
I just added more and got it like kind of, you know, like
And
with your
back and forth we go.
Weight's good.
All 4 sheets still in play on this Saturday night. First Saturday of the Tim Hortons Brier from under and in the bubble of Winsport Arena here in Calgary. We're tied at 5. Wild card number 1, that's Mike McEwen against Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs. And if you should be just joining us, wild cards, well, we always have one wild card, but This year, with the pandemic and the lack of play downs, Curling Canada decided to go to the Canadian team ranking system and add a couple of more teams just because those teams didn't get an opportunity to play in many cases. So that's why we do have 3 wild card teams and 2 pools of 9.
My mom thanks you, Vic.
You're welcome.
She sent me a text in the game before saying, how did there get to be 3 wild card teams? Ryan Harnden didn't make the tick on his. He ended up over curling, coming to the nose and tapping McEwen into the rings.
Light! Well, go, take it. Try to get it 8 foot.
You count this?
Keep going.
Trying.
Don't think
Get
so.
center.
Keep going, boys. Keep going.
Just get into the middle. Get into
Keep
the middle.
going. Good sweep.
Okay.
That's good.
Good
That's
sweep.
fine.
Okay.
Remember that.
Interesting how this unfolds. They didn't play the draw after the timeout, Northern Ontario. Mark hasn't thrown any draws. That was his point. But Brad's only thrown 3.
Yeah.
So what if?
Yeah, what happens if it comes down to a draw?
Well,
there's no confidence at all, it would seem.
It's a less educated guess.
All right.
Okay.
Opens everything up, but leaves the McEwen team sitting the 2 top 12.
Split center, I guess, eh?
Yeah, I think you're just guarding this.
Okay. Well, yeah, like split center is really good.
Split center's pretty good.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah,
that
let's
out?
go. Let's
I think
go.
So.
Okay, so like 5 feet less.
Get the depth right on these 2. You want this as basically a 2. If it's a 3, a team like Jacobs is going to make you pay. But it's a 1, it's useless.
Line's good.
Weight's pretty good.
Yeah, they could probably too tight run a triple in there.
Doesn't
Even.
look heavy.
Weight's good.
Doesn't look heavy.
Weight's great.
good.
And that's
Line's
all
good.
Northern Ontario is going to try to do is open it up so they at least, at the very least, can score.
Wolf, you can
Make it
pass your
halfway.
broom.
If you're here, you're okay.
Pass the
It's
broom.
there. It's there. It's right there. It's right on your broom.
Yep.
Oh, it's just, that's fine.
Yeah, it's
That's fine.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
You take this one.
I like the out.
A little low.
Yep, go ahead, Mark.
Other way.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh man.
Wait. Actually thought it was going to get that one.
Love to come here.
Yeah.
We comfortable with this path or want to come out?
I like this way. What do you like, Reed?
Probably out turn.
I like the out.
I just threw
I do
2
too.
balls here, and I think it's
A little less curl in the out turn, but it seems to be more consistent.
It's not lightning. The mop is starting to wear off again.
Made some great
So it's
come
back to
arounds
kinda
in
a
the
couple
same
heavy.
path going the other direction last end.
don't have heavy.
Line's
No,
good.
I like
I got
weight.
light. I got a little light.
That was a good ad.
Weight's pretty good. It's a little light.
Rip.
You gotta go. Tom, weight's not bad.
Line's
Close. I like to go.
Great Carruthers.
Gotta curl and go. Curl and go.
Weight's good.
Yep, keep
Curl
going.
and
Curl,
go.
curl, curl.
You gotta
Curl.
get into here.
Get
Hard, Derek, hard,
halfway
Derek.
down.
Go, go, go. It's go. Go, 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 go. It's good.
Okay, that's not a bad spot.
Very nice. Shot.
Curl and go.
It's good. Shot.
How many times did we say during the Scotties that you just have to
Sorry, really
believe
good.
it is going to go, and then the brusher be right there?
No.
Yeah, quite a bit.
fast there.
It's that kind of
Sorry.
ice because the problem is if you wait until it goes, it's too late. You can't drag it because the curl takes over and they come down hard.
Boys, can't see much of this past the yellow center.
Hard. Hard. No, no.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Manitoba continues to lead by 4 over Yukon.
Guard the red on the right.
And the Territories
You
have
ever
come
played
back.
the top?
They got a steal of 2
They
in
got
7
three-
to close it on
three yellows
Alberta.
left to run a bunch.
Timeouts, right?
Yeah.
Let's use one.
You want to use a timeout right now?
Timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Take shot.
Timeout. Wherever you are.
Timeout. Yeah, there you
Timeout.
go. It's guard or the tap, right? There's only 2 shots, I think.
There's your point.
But might not be.
Take a look at the numbers.
Tap, it's
Mark
4
Kennedy
right?
hasn't thrown a draw.
Look, I mean, I love the top if you make it.
On the next one, maybe.
We have 3 to go. We'd be lying 4.
I know, bro. Well,
I think if you leave this, like if you leave this half open, he's gonna hammer it, and it could. I mean, it probably jams, but
if you guard this, he's going to run it into there.
he might be able to make it so that maybe it spins.
Do you like the guard?
So if we're gonna
Yeah, if
guard,
we're
we
guard,
actually
we
got to guard
guard the
this
2.
guy.
Yeah.
If you guard, you have to guard that.
Yeah, we can't leave him this.
Do we ever consider going in turn draw?
Yeah, like that's the other option, Rob.
They're playing
Still
the
got 30
triple.
seconds. The other option is here or top, just to change this a little.
You go there, you can make something crazy, like almost a quad. Boom,
How?
boom, boom, and then
No,
you could
this
get a
isn't.
blank
This
out
isn't
of
going to
it.
be here anymore.
No.
Oh, if you tap it? Oh, I see.
I don't mind the tap either.
Well, they make their decision, Kathy, in a 4-4 tie, New Brunswick and BC, and the final stone does belong to New Brunswick.
Well, Jim Cotter threw a soft weight hit on his first one, moved the stone over, but did not roll it out. And that gave James Grattan the opportunity to get another one in there. And so on his final stone, it is that shot stone. There is a guard up front. He's trying to just tick it over enough that his other stone will come into play to score 2.
So stone top, got to get off a center line guard and in a hurry. Get off that in a hurry. And then touch it. Oh, he does move it. But he's going to lose that shooter and score the single.
Yeah, 1 red. 1 red.
They end up landing on the guard rest.
Yes.
I think I like this better than bringing anything into the house. Just, they could easily leave a triple, I think.
Oh, yeah. This looks light. This is pinchy.
Little bit line.
Gotta go.
That's what you want to hear as a thrower. Oh my gosh, that looks light. Let's go.
It's okay now.
Line's good. Line's
pretty high.
Okay.
Just
good.
let it go.
Halfway. Line.
Whoa.
Sit, honey.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sit. Okay.
Sorry.
Just had to.
It's not bad. Grind that same red.
Good sweet. I just.
Pinball.
Oh,
Pinball machine.
oh my God.
This comes back, might jam. If Mark can get it extremely thin, he could get it that way, but the key here is get by the guard this time, make the double, and skipper can breathe a little easier.
Here we go.
Yep.
Mark Kennedy,
Hard.
PJ Harden. Here comes that guard now. Get by that. They did. Bang, bang, come back. And there, they'll sit right there. So they stuffed the race stone. It's in the open by about 3/4 of a rock. Center line guard still there.
All right, it's a little better.
Yeah.
It is better.
That's all he had. You'd have to hit a lot more of it, you reckon, on the guard. But then it spun on them a little bit, so it's perfectly underneath cover. And a free come around here for Mike. Maybe even tap if the line's good.
Right, I hear you.
No. I don't think we need less than middle.
No, you're good. I like it.
What are you trying to do? Just
kind of snuggle up to it. Like
Play freeze and
I'm
get the
playing
line.
freeze, but if we have perfect line, you can move it.
Yeah.
top 4 weight.
So the
advantage
buff
for
wore off.
McEwen's team is that
Back to
if
a
Brad
touch slower.
decides to make a run back, he's running back McEwen red stone.
You think that's difficult?
Yeah, I had no idea the path. It's gonna
We've
snap.
thrown this a bunch.
This is your best path. So I think you're 4 feet, 3 feet heavier than draw the button, or 4
Both
feet.
teams are staying away from the other turn for draw weight.
Through this one, not too long.
Okay, sounds good.
Take your time. We got lots of time, bud.
This felt grabby.
Yeah, that's what mine did in the other hack.
Might just be getting flat.
Yeah, for sure. Top 4.
little hot.
Should be close here.
T-line.
Line's good.
Back 4.
Clean.
T-line. Back
Yep.
4.
Whoa.
You got to feel good too, I think, when you get Hodgson and
Back 4.
Samogoski liking it. We've thrown it, Skipper. We know it. A little 4 feet or so more weight. That's all you need. And there they go.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Good judge.
Great judge. Great front end play.
Both Mike and Reed have been feeling draw weight this game. Made a lot of them. They've just been coming up against a lot of runbacks and doubles.
This is huge here,
Pretty hard
isn't
for
it?
nose. And, yeah.
If this is missed half an inch one way or the other, they're drawn against 2 buried rocks, and one of them's almost on the button. You do well to give up a steal of 1.
Alberta leads by 4, but the shot rock belongs to the Territories.
And that stone just made with a really nice soft weight angle raise on Skogie's final, but it is a very short run back for Brendan Botcher to get rid of that shut stone.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, and drives it right through.
Nice.
And we'll pick up 1, 2, 3, and it looks like a 4th.
Thanks, guys.
How was that?
Thanks. Good game. Wish we could shake hands. It feels weird.
Yeah.
So Botcher bounces back after a morning loss to beat the Territories, and the final is 13-5 as he puts 4 on the board in 9.
Even if you're
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant
Right
try by
on this
Brad.
line,
He moved
yeah.
everything, got them out in the open,
I'd
but
like to not give him the hit.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, even if it was.
Yeah, like a shade this way.
top 8-ish.
Well, and to your point, Russ, they're taking away the draw path that everybody knows, and now if Brad's forced to that intern draw, nobody's been down that side.
Right, and Mark hasn't thrown a draw this game, and Brad's only thrown 3, and nobody's played that path for it feels like ever.
Oh.
Yeah, like I think I got to be.
And it's one of those, like, you either make it or give up a steal of 3.
Yeah.
Close.
I think you can probably err on even an inch or 2 more.
Yeah, just remember, as we get really wide, it'll kind of hang longer.
Yeah, like this is okay.
That's
right?
good, and then obviously the next spot is good too.
Okay.
I don't know, that looks like too much.
Well, I don't. You can over curl. You can dead nose guard it.
We
it's
want
okay.
him to play the intern
That's
draw,
true.
right? We want him to intern draw.
They do want him to play that intern draw.
Yeah, so play the guard, really. If the line's good, you can bring it in a little bit. Kind of Christmas tree it.
Because like the swoop isn't until right at the end. There will be lots at the end. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to throw thicker. Try to.
Well, he's going to probably be forced to play a draw.
assume it's
He's
okay.
only thrown 3 so far.
Yeah, it
Advantage McEwen
Should be the same as the path you just threw.
on the game. The player numbers brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Okay,
That felt good.
I like it. A little light.
Line's
light,
good. How's the weight?
Traveling okay.
Top 12.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Light. It's light.
Curl.
Curl? Yes.
Curl.
Yep, curl.
Curl.
Nice and keen out there.
Yep. Go, Derek. Go,
Yep,
curl.
Yep,
Curl.
Keep going, keep
Hodgson
going.
stays with it
Keep going.
and tries to close off that path.
Good.
Shot.
Shoot, like on that track, another rock is like so minty.
Pretty good.
Great shot, Mike.
Good.
Mission accomplished. Yeah.
Yeah.
So minty.
That's good.
What do you think you need?
Good description.
Minty fresh.
I don't know.
Fresh.
Well, I don't know. I guess.
Well, the good thing for Brad is he's in the 3 draws he's thrown, he's made them all.
Wider than we've been.
You see Mark trying to,
Try to give you a little bit more.
clear up this path a little bit because there's been no stones down here all the entire end.
So needs almost a piece of the 4-foot. Just bite the red against 3. And how much guessing is going into this one?
A lot.
You're out there. Pretty
It'll
wide.
be up to
Line's perfect. You're
the
pretty
Brush
wide,
brothers
boys.
now.
Line's
Brian
good.
on the
T-line.
left, EJ
Right
on the right.
Messed up there.
And now they have just backed away.
Can't, Mark.
Still going. Still going.
Speed, bud. Speed, bud.
And when it finally settles, it looks like it'll be a steal of 2.
did half.
Kennedy has a look. One more time.
Yeah.
Two it is.
Yeah.
So not having played a draw for a while comes back to bite Northern Ontario. A little surprised are Cheryl and Russ at the way this ninth is going. You've just given up a steal of 2, and it looks like they're going to, Northern Ontario, play for the blank to take the last rock to the 10th as we welcome you back on this Saturday night. Our featured game is Wild Card 1. That's Mike McEwen against Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs. Mike McEwen made a strategical decision, and it ended up resulting in the steal of 2.
Yeah, we often look at a spectacular run back double, but Mike just was smart. He missed this the right way. He wanted it top 8, but the idea was to guard the back rock, check mark, get it in the paint so there's not a double to blank, check mark, and it forced Northern Ontario out wider to a path they didn't know, steal of 2, which could win the game.
Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires. Growing together.
There's been a lot of patience by McEwen's team, and they haven't gotten frustrated because they've been setting up ends, and then taken away by some great run backs and some doubles, and finally paid off.
Behind you, Brad.
Or touch more? A little more.
Certainly 2 options here for Jacobs.
Good.
I always like having, if you're down 2, you need to score 3 points. You need 2 ends to do that. They're going to put all their eggs in one basket at end 10 and try to get the 3.
Just dust it. I think it's
like it might be in.
Whoa.
That's fine if it is.
Do you like the idea, Cheryl?
All right.
It wouldn't be how I would play it, only because I'd like to try this end, and I'm with Russ. You got a couple ends to do it if it doesn't work out this end, but you hate to waste an end.
You got it. You're good.
That was a great recovery.
Mark, clean. Clean.
Almost lost him.
Wingman down. Just the timing, it's like,
boy, oh boy.
Oh, the balance.
Yeah, it kicked his left foot in a little bit too far. And
Okay, sure. You're right.
5-4, New Brunswick leads BC, and final stone, you see that Steve Laycock has the brush down for Jim Cotter.
Well, what you couldn't maybe see from that angle is that it is in fact 2 stones that are in the house that belong to New Brunswick. There is a stone at the top that is biting, and James Grattan went around a little bit deep, so there is room for Jim Cotter, but does need to be biting the button.
And how about this?
1 yellow.
1 yellow it is. Very nice. Cotter throwing the 4th stones for Steve Laycock out of the Vernon and Kamloops Curling Club.
Clean.
Yeah.
Similar weight. Yeah, 3 feet more. Okay.
I've often thrown up a guard in this situation, right?
Yes.
If they happen to hit it and roll for corner, hit it, stay anywhere, you loop around, maybe get the force.
Good weight. Keep it clean.
Because you kind of know what they're up to.
Keep it clean the whole way. Don't let it pick. Don't let it pick. Weight's good. It's like T-line. Just keep it clean. A little more front. Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Good.
Oh. Sorry. It's good weight. Slid good there now? Yeah.
Just feel it, Mark.
Chat. Yeah. Okay. Just clean.
Clean. Roll it.
Zero.
Good. Attaboy.
And our second final comes with a blank in 9.
Thanks, guys.
And it'll be a second straight win for Manitoba. And Jason Gunlickson out of Morris, Manitoba against Dustin Mickelson from Whitehorse. 9-5 your final.
Blanking.
Yeah, it's should be decent.
Yeah. I think speed will be okay.
That was one of the things that Mike McEwen talked about coming in was their Brier record last year. They went 7-4, but when they looked back, they lost 3 games on last rock. And the other thing he spoke about that they really wanted to be aware of this year was their clock issues. He said Reed and he, both being skips, sometimes talk through things too long and it caused them issues on the clock, and they get to the same point, but they needed to do it quicker, and so that's something they focused on.
Okay, good. Nice job.
And I just looked up at their clock, and
Make him throw somewhere else.
almost identical to Jacob's team.
Yeah, you can sure make a lot of errors when you're just so worried about the time.
Yeah, and 3 games on last rock, and they were 7-4. You turn that around, that's...
No kidding.
You know, I think some of that is attributable just to the lack of playing time.
Yep.
You know, giving up
Hard
the
Egypt's moving.
2
Go, go,
stolen
go, go, go.
ends tonight.
Good shot, Brad.
You know, you still have to come out and perform, and they haven't made some of their shots, and they've been afraid, actually, of playing some of the shots.
Yeah, we're seeing it, you know, in all the games and in the start of the Scotties, too, where just the consistency.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Middle 4.
Yeah, I like that right there.
Throw the same weight.
3 feet more, you okay?
A little less. Edge a button. Yeah, good.
3 feet more.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little more.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a lot harder.
Okay, I like the weight.
A little bit early.
We're
Gotta
max.
be careful.
Wait only.
It's always quick to the corner.
Mine's fine.
Can't go.
Okay.
No.
Sit.
No calling, never.
Well, I'm staying real close in case.
No, it's never. It's through.
I'm staying real close in case.
Good, I think. No.
Good try.
Too
Better than it was a few ends ago.
Yeah, that slid better than.
It slid better than I thought.
That's gotten better.
How many times we heard that from the center line to the corners?
Oh, yeah.
Final stone. And just keeping it clean all the way down. And through. And so the plan was blank and take the last rock to 10 coming home. Down by 2. Northern Ontario and Jacobs will look to come back when we come back. Coming home with the hammer. Northern Ontario will try to score at least a couple to force an extra. Trailing by 2 to Mike McEwen.
Even with that one's good.
It's an interesting decision to blank 9. You know, if you could have done something even to get, well, let's assume you get 2 to tie or even 1 and you're looking to steal 1. And the 5-rock rule is supposed to help teams come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, each team, I mean, a lot of these teams know what their odds are, and
Just for weight, easy.
they're comfortable in a certain position and they play the end that way.
You're good. Good spots,
Boy,
Brian.
Pete.
Really good spots.
Throw. I think you're throwing the out turn right to here.
Okay.
Staying on the offense, McEwen. He's
Yeah, that's probably your best pass.
that red guard could help
No, that's less than my
Jacobs
head.
more than McEwen.
Speed's, good. Speed's okay, yeah. Okay.
You can go a bit.
Line's good.
Line.
Yep, gotta go.
Fight.
Curl.
He waits good.
Curl.
This guard could also
Gotta
keep
curl and go.
Northern Ontario away from using their corners.
Curl and go. Curl and go.
It's going to be too deep.
Curl and go. Whoa.
Whoa, boys, it's too deep.
No, it's fine. That's actually really good.
It's what?
It's good. Nice spot.
I like here. Stop 8.
So the game story, the steal of 2, of course, the difference in 8, and you can see the key ends. But Russ makes a absolutely brilliant point about the fact when they called their timeout and their coach Rick Lang came out, and he said draw, and they elected not to, and he kept saying, "Why don't you draw?" Interestingly enough, they were afraid of it, and it cost them on that steal of 2. And so you wonder what will happen if they are in fact forced to draw. The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Follow it right here.
Yeah.
What did he throw?
I got 14-9. That's
And
not
you
bad.
owe me.
That's where he was heavy in the draw and they swept it.
Yeah,
So how much more weight
we
do
know
you
what
want
they
me
were
to throw?
thinking. It was Mark
6
Kennedy's
to 8
rock.
feet.
6 feet?
They were playing the slower of the 2 turns. He'd thrown, at the time, 13 hits in a row, but the speed's so close. He got 2 good brushers. I think he could have hit it in there and stopped the 2.
Line only. Line.
We're bouncing.
Whoa. Yep.
Line only.
Hard. Line. Come on.
Little bounce.
Hard. Gotta go to get by. Hard.
Keep going, Reed.
No.
Oh, did that come down? Wow.
Yeah.
Big time.
Just curled.
Yep.
That's not bad.
It's not the worst spot.
That's fine. That's not bad at all.
That's not bad.
I didn't mind the throw.
Really came down.
Yeah,
like,
I was going to say, they were yelling heavy. And
no, it was not
You
heavy.
look at that freeze by EJ Russ.
Oh,
You run anything in there now, it's not going anywhere.
It's either that or you know this one.
And it's funny because that's the
This one.
side they
Or
didn't
this
want to
one.
draw him after the timeout.
That's not bad
Going the
either.
other direction, mind you, but same path.
Yeah.
That looks tough.
Be the game saver.
I like it though. I like that shot. It's there, Brad. Yeah. All right.
Hit the
I
red
think you
one.
need a solid hack.
Hit the red that's 2 feet short and try to roll in the rings, preferably buried behind looks like the corner guard. Tough, but very rewarding because of that nice freeze.
And the right weight, their hack weight.
Weight's good. Clean. Yep.
EJ Harnden as we
Yep.
play second stones.
Yep. Hard mark. Hard mark.
Kennedy.
Hard.
Now Ryan.
Hard.
Get it by. Roll it in. And now it has to stop.
pretty good, Ish.
And
Sausage.
it will, in fact. T-line.
shot.
Edge of the 12.
2 beauties by
Randy,
EJ.
Checking.
Just the perfect weight to make that. You needed to get it thin enough to get the roll into the rings, but not roll out.
Throw him normal. Let's grab. I think we freeze another one. You just throw normal. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if we need to.
Close. Yep.
Playing a hit on this.
He is.
Yeah.
Yep. Whoa, no, no, no. Curl. Curl.
Want to roll inside as well?
I don't think they cared too much. Well, maybe they did and tried to roll in closer than the yellow.
All right.
For the freeze, yep, your call. I don't
I
mind
like
this.
that little hit and roll, Mark. I'm thinking like board.
Sure.
Roll buried. Then you've got 1 frozen, 1 buried.
And a couple yellows to run in, and you can even open things up if you had
Clean.
to.
Board. Yep. Whoa, yep. Whoa.
Should be able to hold it here.
Clean. Ryan.
Girl.
Ryan. Hard, Ryan. Hard, Ryan. Hard. Roll.
Nothing.
They've never figured that spot out.
Sorry, Mark.
Oh, sorry, boys.
She could have rolled forever, Cheryl.
We might have to call a time here, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this helps us.
Gonna get a little
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay if he freezes.
What do you think?
I like ripping it.
I'm just thinking if we ever get in a position where we can hit this, this will be a jam.
We like that. Yep.
Smooth.
Sure, whatever you want.
Smooth.
Toss your prop.
Weight choice, I don't think we've heard very often. Smooth.
No, that might be a board. That might be a.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard. Hard.
Right up.
Good.
Get.
Oh, and
okay.
he'll come back.
All right.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't matter.
Get out there.
To the button.
Good sweep.
Yeah. And if I happen to be just on our yellow, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is all right here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Even if you.
I'm thinking like
So setup shot,
just that aggressive.
side of the button buried. Then they've got that red raised to sit 2 buried. And might squeak out a 3 somehow.
Didn't feel heavy.
Keep it for T.
First draw.
Line's good.
It's the one you need to make.
Room.
Got
Line's
room.
good.
Just for weight.
Two of the best can carry it there.
Room. Ryan.
Definitely Ryan's. Room.
Ryan.
still.
finish
Ryan
it.
Harnden. All by himself now.
Wait a little.
Yep. I think you got to keep going. Whoa.
And they'll go a little deeper and hang it on the back edge of the 4. Just now pulling the 8.
Good sweeping.
Time out.
Ah, shoot.
That works fine.
You just don't want to be here, like where you can run and.
Yeah, and you also don't want to be here.
No.
Yeah.
You want to be right down to it,
Yeah.
like a.
You just want to freeze
here.
the nose,
Nice to
right?
see Rob Meakin
Nose
again.
or-
Won a
or
Canadian
nose.
and World Championship with Kerry Burtnick, and then for a number of years was the assistant head coach of the U.S. curling program.
Okay. And he's running ours. Yeah, get to nose.
We're just thinking of freezing this, coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know this pop.
Don't think there's a lot of options.
No.
You know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Does he want 1 or the 3? Just freeze.
No, which number do you think? 1?
Yeah.
Mark's took a long time to break, and when it didn't, because he was.
A lot of good things you could do. You can miss it up here, and Jacobs has to really work for it too. There's a few audibles here.
I didn't get the hog there.
I think that's safe.
Yeah, I just hung.
Did you get a time on that one?
You gotta be somewhat close to the yellow.
I didn't get.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have to.
It looked full pop.
But I couldn't see the line.
Speed looks full. Looks like it's come back to us here.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
There always has to be enough ice to make sure we don't click 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight freeze is really good, I think. Is that what we're playing?
Yeah, just lock
What
the
does
freeze.
that ice look like? You could take a little more.
No, I think that's good.
That's good.
I think it's good, Ram.
Okay.
This is one of those that if you ever threw back 12, it won't curl enough.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
14-8.
Skip Stones, McEwen.
Big ad.
A little heavy.
A little hot.
Line.
Line
only.
Line.
Yeah.
Line. Hard line.
Here they go, Hodgson. Samagalski.
Hard line. Really gotta go.
Gotta get through that hole, fellas. Here it comes. Staying with it. By that one. Can you get it without clicking? Oh, great brush to get it to the back 4.
Spectacular shot.
I thought that was all over that top 8-foot stone.
Kidding.
It's great brushing. Colin Hodgson was on his tiptoes.
Yeah.
Every ounce of weight on there.
Yeah, that would have been nice. The catcher kills us, yeah. We gotta make those.
Amazing.
That was good. God, I got that one. That was all I had.
That was all I had. That was all he had. It was good enough.
Right there, all or nothing. If you make this solid, like you actually make the double and stick there, then the run back's probably there for the potential 3.
And do you remember that was the shot that wild card McEwen, they wanted to roll out on that and it stuck?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Here we go, his first.
Hard right.
Made a wonderful shot
Ready?
earlier.
Gotta go.
EJ staying with it.
Go!
Kennedy line call, got it. Oh, this one will slide underneath.
make that go away, that yellow one?
5-5 tie. Looks like 2 in the pocket right now for BC. Final stone, though, belongs to James Grattan.
Well, it is that pocket, actually, that's the problem. Jim Cotter hit on his final stone and got a bit of a roll, but as long as James gets by the guard, if he gets into the crotch of those 2 stones, they'll both move.
Gotta get by it. Here it comes. Get by it. Here it comes. Get by it. Into the pocket. Bang, bang, and away they go. And they will score 2 for the win.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, you too.
Good game.
James Grattan and New Brunswick out of the Gage Golf and Country Club in Oromocto picks up the win.
Yeah, good luck, guys. But as long as you got through
Oh, you wanted to say that, didn't you? I think this is a call, Russ. You just make the yellow go.
How do you score 2 if the yellow's gone?
Let this. You got the whole rock. Just try to hit normal, roll a bit. Take the ice out of it.
I wanted to see what I could
Yeah, you got air, Mikey.
Oh, I got a lot more than I thought.
Yeah,
it's
normal?
I'll throw normal.
Okay, normal and like here. How's that look, guys?
Yeah, if we ever can roll it, a rock is really good.
You don't even have to stick.
No, I agree.
It's a big bonus if you do.
Want to contact the guard.
How's this look?
Then it's
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's good ice.
Yep.
You got lots of
ice.
Just kill it.
Yeah.
You got lots of time, Mike.
There's no bonus points for sticking around.
I think the ice is good.
I like it.
Good normal.
Would you like a little roll towards center line to make sure you're a sure 2 here or not?
No, you don't need to. You just need to make it go away.
Girl.
Good.
Clean.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't see the stone at the back 4, so they are sitting the 2.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Mike.
so what do you do now?
Safe throw.
I was never going to get near that guard.
No, it's okay.
My gosh.
I don't see much.
I don't see anything.
Neither do I.
Running the yellows in, there's no double
This
because
one?
the angle's wrong. The rock you're running in won't stick.
Like this, you mean? Here? I don't think the physics work. But
Well, we know that Mark's algebra skills are better. We're not sure about physics.
Is it going to drag it off of there?
probably.
Yeah.
All I see is redirect because you need a
So
yellow
the
one
other
coming
one there
in.
is tick, 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 eh? That's hard.
Probably
Yellow
dragging
hits it
too
there.
much, like,
Hopefully your
onto the back
yellow
of this.
stays
That'll never come
up
this
in
way,
that
though. It'll
area.
just keep going this way.
I think the only thing is
And
try
hope
to
this
get
doesn't
into
drag
there,
too
right,
much and you
so
get it that way.
maybe.
And it has to drag to the right.
Yes, yeah, but it's on it fully, so I think if you hit it high enough, it's close, but saving
You have to throw the out so that your
the
shooter
ticked
doesn't
one is the hard part.
spin out.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Give it a go. Try to nut this.
Basically, almost playing to miss it.
They think they might be able to get their deuce this way.
Hold the shooter.
Yeah, it's certainly the only shot.
Brad Jacobs, his last. Right now it is. McEwen saying the 2 got something coming across. Bang. Oh, and he'll drive it by. And they'll get the single steal of one more for McEwen.
Couldn't hit him much, but
And they will pick up the win. Make the final 8-5. And so McEwen with the win evens his record at 1-1. It's also 1-1 for Northern Ontario. To complete a Saturday night here in Calgary and the Tim Hortons Brier.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by Sponge Towels Paper Towels, made for real-life messes. By Home Hardware, Here's How. By OK Tire and BKT Tires. And by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's Run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
So after tonight's play in Pool A, isn't that interesting? There's New Brunswick sitting top of the table with Jason Gunnarsson with 2 straight wins, while on the other side, 2 names you would expect, the defending champions, and of course the 4-time winner Kevin Cooey. Back with you. Well, we're not. Kathy and Brian are at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. John Epping's now 1-1 after a nice bounce back. Playing another former Ontario champion in Scott McDonald, who is filling in for Jamie Murphy, skipping Nova Scotia, also at 1-1. 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time when our coverage of the Brier continues on Sunday morning. So Mike McEwen picks up a big win over the 13 champion Brad Jacobs. We're under the bubble here in Calgary as we continue on with our season of champions. It is the Tim Hortons Brier on Canada's sports leader, TSN.